The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
It's showtime.
It is showtime, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the special Sunday. I know, on a Sunday? I know, guys. We had a lot to do, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, everyone, to Circle the Bay Podcast, episode number 136, 136. Señoras y señores, bienvenidos. Of course, the host, Stevie's when I've received with my other host, mi familia, my blood, mi sangre, my all, because this is a man that you don't need no roads where he takes you, because he takes you everywhere, anywhere, back in time, all the damn time. I mean, that's just what it is.
Hey, Doc, we better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88. Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
You don't need roads where this man takes you, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. Mike De Niro, baby. What is
Yes,
up?
sir. Yes, sir. No roads needed. What up? What up? Special Sunday edition Circle Debate. Win and miss this for the motherfucking world. Let's talk about it.
You're right. Let's talk about it, man. So much. And what's going on, Dom? That is right. Let me break the live chat, Jerry. That is right. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Special Sunday here, ladies and gentlemen. I know we had a lot going, De Niro, myself, director. I've been on vacation. This is Dynamite. And now my vacation's about to be over, so now might as well. I know everybody's watching Sunday football. I mean, last game of the season coming up. But I guess that's right. Oh, my tribal chief is here. That's right. My tribal chief.
Throw it up.
Throw it up. And
Throw it up,
baby.
It's good, homie.
That is right. And I have to acknowledge you.
Acknowledge me.
Yo, look.
I would
throwing it up. See Mickey Mouse is throwing it up.
That is right. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, what a week. This whole week of pro wrestling, obviously you guys saw with the Bloodline of podcasting this past weekend, with the update, with the WWE sale, with everything going on. And, we haven't covered, of course, of what happened this past week, the resignation of Stephanie McMahon. And, of course, basically, resigning and, Nick Khan meeting with Disney, with Bob Iger meeting up with Disney and ESPN to see what, I guess the sales page, this pitch so far. Of course, Triple H had a talent hall meeting today, I believe so. I know I should my apologies on Friday. So letting everybody know, don't panic. Everything's fine. Vince is just here to sell, but we already know. Yes. I mean, we already know. But by far what we're reading is that a lot of the potential buyers are not interested in a Vincent Kennedy McMahon to stay. So there's a lot, especially coming from Wall Street Journal, saying, what is going on just in time? What is up, man?
What up, man?
What up, Justin?
Appreciate you being here.
Appreciate you, brother. And of course, they're reporting that a lot of the potential high bidders do not want Vince McMahon to get involved. As we all know, I said it on this past Saturday, that I said this man will throw a pitch sale as long as he regains control. But looks like by reading everything what's going on, you're not interested in him. They're interested more of this man right here, Paul Levesque, to stay. And of course, Nick Khan took over as full CEO ever since Stephanie resigned. Yes, my inside sources tells me that. Yes, they are. But this is the Wall Street Journal, my tribal chief. This is not the. This is nothing else of that. No PWI, no Wrestling Observer.
Clean sheet.
This is a
Not
clean
the dirt
sheet.
sheets.
Not the dirt sheet. This is Wall Street Journal. It's different. But I want to get your take overall, Renero. I mean, it's been a week. A lot of shit happened with the situation. I mean, I feel that the talent's morale is a little bit iffy, but they should be tranquilo. I know, hearing Vince, already sending supposedly. I'm just reading what's now from, what's going on supposedly. I'm quoting on that Vince already sent bad emails. Oh, they're not doing this right. They're doing this shit right. Oh, I believe he brought someone else in control. I have no idea who he brought.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised either. There's so much. I mean, break it down, Dinero. What the hell is going on right now with the situation?
I mean, the only thing that is new really is Stephanie resigning, because we're in the same position we were last week when we were talking about this. There's still no sale, even though on Tuesday night, when the rumors of WWE's selling it to Saudi Arabia was a done deal, that was the rumor that went around, and the fucking wrestling world melted down. I mean, people were fucking crying. People were fucking throwing fits. People were all fucking, calling a call to arms against the WWE for selling to Saudi Arabia before there was any confirmed notions or news that they actually sold to Saudi Arabia. So that's still, that was just rumors, and we're still in the same position. Like I said, the only thing different is Stephanie stepped down. I saw some type of shakeup coming when Vince McMahon came back. So I guess, Stephanie's the first one to leave. It's going to be interesting to see what happens from here. I think it's funny that the rumors now of the Khan family trying to throw a bid in there. I don't see that happening. It would be interesting, but for a business standpoint, I don't think it makes sense for the WWE to sell to AEW. Well, not AEW, but the Khan family. Yeah, like I said, like the only thing that changed really is Stephanie stepped down. But crazy. I'll tell you this right now. First of all, what up, Dan? I appreciate you being here, homie. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If they do actually indeed sell to Saudi Arabia, the fucking wrestling world will actually melt down. Like, just on the rumor of the sell, just on the rumor. Tuesday night going into Wednesday, motherfucker, there was fucking people up at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning on Twitter fucking talking about, I'm never watching again. I'm never doing this again. I'm with Sami Zayn. He's leaving, blah, blah, blah. Like, no one confirmed the shit, but people were fucking at, it was just insane. I think it's funny how just people just dive so deep into the dirt sheets, into the inside sources, and it's fucking insane because until there's any confirmation, I'm not taking any of this shit serious until it is on the Wall Street Journal or, it's a fucking publicly traded company. It's going to be all over the news if someone buys this company. So if you don't have no reliable sources telling you that this is actually confirmed, it's business as usual.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of the situation as well. I mean, I want to see what Justin got to say in the comments. The fact that Stephanie said nothing was going to change, then Vince comes back and she leaves. Confirmed there's really no one else is safe.
Oh, yeah, no one is safe. I'll agree with that. Vince McMahon being back is the wild card, and anything can fucking happen now that Vince McMahon is back. So I'll say this right now. I would give it maybe a month or two before we see Vince McMahon say, hey, I'm right in the fucking show. Step aside, Trips.
Right? That's the fear there that we don't want. But like I said, for Wall Street Journal to say that a lot of these buyers do not want Vince McMahon involved, that's already saying something. And then not only that, I mean, you already have one of the shareholders who's throwing a lawsuit because of Vince McMahon, how he's really forced himself way back into WWE. So even though this is a low, he's trying to file a petition for the rest of the shareholders, to pretty much ban McMahon, get him out of the board. But it's kind of too late already. I mean, he's there, he's in already. There's nothing that none of these shareholders could do, unfortunately. I mean, they could go ahead and try the lawsuit, but is it going to work? I really can tell you that it's not. It's time, of course. Of course, for Vince to take over. I mean, we have to see it. Had some people lose their minds. Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of talent were threatening to leave if this would happen with Saudi. Mainly Sami Zayn, mind you.
Yeah, that's all rumor too. That's all.
Yeah, that's a rumor.
None of that was confirmed either.
Yeah, imagine it's Sami though. But I mean, I could tell Sami would be probably shitty breaks. He's the hottest right now with the bloodline. If that would have happened, things could have changed 100%.
If that happened, Sami Zayn becomes the hottest free agent in wrestling if he walks away and they let him walk. Because that's another thing. Just because someone wants to leave doesn't mean that they will leave. But if he was to call, if they did let him walk over a sell to Saudi Arabia, then Sami Zayn is the hottest free agent, especially with the run he has going on right now with the bloodline. Anybody's going to be picking up a megastar if they get Sami Zayn on their roster.
Absolutely. Indeed. I mean, what I really dislike about this matter it overshadows a lot of things that are coming up for WWE. Royal Rumble's one of them, mainly. Hey, what's going on, Courtney? How
Hey,
are
Courtney,
you?
what
Happy
up,
Sunday.
sis?
It overshadows, Royal Rumble. It's getting already. We're in Mania season. It's gonna kind of overshadow that. So it overshadows of the upcoming events, and it's an unfortunate. Because everybody's really thinking, what's gonna happen? Anything can happen during an event, a Monday Night Raw or NXT or SmackDown. Anything could happen. I mean, let's just hope. For me, whoever's the potential buyer. For me, it should be NBC. Comcast should be the one. I mean, we discussed about it on Saturday. They already have pretty much the whole entire library. I mean, they have everything. I mean, the network Peacock. What's going on? Championship on the line. What's going on? Alex and Richard. But it's sad because it's really overshadowing of what's going on currently in on Raw and SmackDown and NXT. It's. I hope they really try to keep it more down low. I'm just so worried. Yes, it was good to see you too in LA, man. Oh man, we had a fantastic time. Oh man, yes, it really does. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's ego. McMahon doesn't want to leave that chair of that gorilla position. He wants to stay there. He's not going anywhere. That's what he wants. He wants to be the one to say, I did it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sell it all. That's his head.
I mean, I'll tell you this right now. Like, as much as I don't like this motherfucker, and as much as I don't want him to be back, right? And I don't want him running the show. I don't want him even associated with it. But he has the fucking right to be doing what he's doing right now. The man created everything that we're talking about. The man created everything that we know and love about professional wrestling. Forget WWE. Yeah. Every fucking wrestling company after WWE went national tried to copy the WWE prototype. They tried to copy the WWE blueprint. So the man who made wrestling a multi-billion-dollar sport deserves the right to get a fucking, a nice penny for his contributions when his company does sell, and does also get the right to want to sell it to the right bidder. So that's why I'm not too mad at Vince McMahon, because I know if it was me, if I created everything that you're seeing right now, I'm not going to let other people fucking get the billions off of the fucking hard work and the blood, sweat, and tears that I created over the last 30, 40 years. So, I mean, I can understand why he's doing it. I think that he's a scumbag for all the shit that he did, but I don't think that, I think if anyone was in Vince McMahon's position and they were forced to step down from their position unwillingly, and then they see that the company had record earnings, of course you're going to want to get a piece of that back. You created this. This is your baby. Yeah. This is not no one else coming in and saying, oh, well, I want a piece of the pie. He is the fucking pie. You know what I mean? Agreed. So I think that it's hard for anyone to really see what he's going through when you see your baby fucking making record earnings and you're forced to step down unwillingly. So with all that being said, still fuck Mr. McMahon.
Fuck him. Oh, man. And I'm telling you, man, like ever since that Tuesday, how you mentioned it, everybody went crazy. Oh, it's reported. Sean Ross Sapp reported it. I mean, man, this is why I don't say anything. I'd rather be patient, because then I don't want to do this, man.
Is Wayne Brady going to have to choke a bitch?
Because I don't want to do that to him, man. I don't want to do it to all that. But yes.
Thank you.
I mean, indeed. I mean, it's valid. I mean, everything we just said, brother, I have nothing to add on, but it's just, you're right. I mean, what can we do? We just have to wait and see. That's the only thing we could really, see right now. But you know what? Let's talk about the bright side. Even though it's the darkest days, I know everybody's worried, but let's talk about the bright side of what's going on in the world of professional wrestling. One is that I forgot to mention, Carl Fredericks, New Japan alumni, Young Lion, signed with WWE. Yeah, and that's a great up, in my opinion. I'm really happy for Carl Frederick. Congratulations for him. Can't wait to see what he does in NXT. I'm curious to see what Shawn Michaels is going to do, work with this man. But this man, if you guys don't know who Carl Fredericks is, go back, look him up on New Japan Strong. Great talent, great charisma, great on the mic, actually. Man, I'm excited. I don't know if you're excited, Deniro.
Oh no, I'm definitely excited. A lot of upside, bright future ahead of Carl Fredericks. I think that it's going to be, it's awesome to see the WWE signing a lot of these like top names that could be a huge future for the WWE. Guys like Dragon Lee, Carl Fredericks. I don't know if there's rumors. I think it was Devin who mentioned maybe Switchblade Jay White coming to the WWE. Who knows? I think that it's cool that the WWE is once again signing people with the buzz outside of the WWE, because that's only going to make their product better as well. Indeed. And also, Courtney also saying Tama Tonga is also a heavily rumored person to be coming into the WWE, which would be fucking awesome too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so much coming up. I can't wait for Rumble, man. Rumble season is going to be exciting. I'm excited, man. But let's get into NXT New Year's Evil very briefly. I didn't expect this. I did not expect Jinder Mahal to make his debut in NXT. I'm actually excited for this. I'm excited. And let's see. I want to see where we get the comment before we get into it. Okay, Bakley Jay White said he wants to come to America after his contract's up this year. Let's see what Justin said. Fredericks already. Yep, NXT's gonna do nothing but yep. Totally agree. I'm excited for Fredericks. Depends on where he wants to go. Yes, it all depends where Jay White, Tama Tonga wants to go, and Hikuleo. We'll see by the end of this year. I'm excited for that. But this past Tuesday, NXT New Year's Evil was actually great. It wasn't bad. The only thing that was disappointing was the main event. The way how it ended, I know it's controversial, but overall, I'm excited for it. Let's see. Yes. Let's see what Devin got to say. Yes, don't hinder Jinder. No, I don't. I am excited. I'm excited for Jinder. Him showing up. Oh, man. With oh, man. And Veer. Ooh. That's going to be a great trio right there in NXT, man. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, man. And, everybody see, this is where nothing but Bakley said, you think they brought Jinder down to NXT for the India show they have coming up? I'm not quite sure. Good point. Maybe so. Maybe they will. Maybe because of that reason. But, man, it's great to see Jinder. Then, of course, the Battle Royal for the number one contender for the women's title match. Gigi Dolan and Jacy Jane, they both eliminated each other. So it's a triple threat match now coming up at NXT Vengeance now between Roxanne Perez defending against two members of Toxic Attraction. Of course, Grayson Waller and Braun Breaker didn't end what I expected. But Michaels, him tweeting, oh, don't worry, guys, I'll make an announcement. Made the announcement. It's a steel cage match at NXT Vengeance. But I'm excited overall. I'm happy for NXT, man. They're doing great work, and I what else can I say about it, man? I'm really more excited for Gigi Dolan and Jacy Jane. Now they're in the title picture. I am intrigued how they're going to do this in the triple threat. So I'm excited. Well, what are your thoughts overall, De Niro?
Yeah, I think that with the unfortunate circumstance with Mandy Rose, the one positive that's coming out of this is you're going to see more of a spotlight on Jacy Jane and Gigi Dolan now that they're going to be getting their own title shot and their own pushes. So I think that that's cool for them. They definitely deserve it, especially I've been watching Gigi Dolan for many years on Independence as Priscilla Kelly, killing it. So really cool to see her get that spot. And Jinder Mahal being a former world champion going to NXT, he could really recreate himself. He could really build a name for himself here in NXT because, he's a former world champion. And then now on the main roster the last couple of months, he's just been like kind of lost in the shuffle. Even before Triple H took over the creative, him and the dancing, dancing shaky or whatever. Like that shit was a stupid Shanky. Well, the big homie that was dancing. That was a stupid ass storyline. So to be honest, like this he's the modern day Maharaja. Like he deserves better than that. So yes. Hopefully here he can recreate himself on NXT. And I do like the trio with Veer. I think that this is going to be really cool to see what they could do.
Me too, man. I'm excited. And it's really going to powerhouse that tag team division. Oh yeah. So I am looking forward. And let's see what Justin got to say. I really felt like the Dijak and D'Angelo Yeah, it kind of did, to be honest. I wasn't really much invested. Uh, like I said, I'll give it time for Dijak. I think right now with this new character that he has, I know that he's working with D'Angelo, but I want to see what they're gonna use, do with him later. So that's what I'm looking for. All right, and man, I want to talk about SmackDown, baby. Oh my God, can we just say? I know people are gonna maybe disagree. I don't know how everybody felt, but the match between Braun and Gunther was solid. It was really I enjoyed it, and for it to opening the show, I enjoyed it. It was fantastic. And also Sami and Kevin Owens, another great main event. I know it ended with disqualification, but man, I am loving this. Man, I'm telling you, Bloodline is the hottest thing in professional wrestling going on.
Bar none.
I'm really hell yeah, and I'm really curious to see. We're already seeing Karrion Kross and Rey Mysterio. I know they have started working with Sonya Deville. Seeing Liv Morgan. Her being number one in the Royal Rumble. A lot of things are interesting and happening in SmackDown. And I do like that they're having the tag team tournament, which I need to pull up the tournament, but I'm excited for the tournament. I don't know how you feel, De Niro, but man, it was your take about SmackDown, bro.
This SmackDown was a fucking banger, and I think it was by design because there was a lot of negative press going into the WWE. Oh, Ravens just scored 10-9. Whew.
Okay.
Let me put that game on. But there was a lot of negative press going to this week's SmackDown because you had all the rumors about a sale to Saudi. You had Stephanie stepping down. So morale was not the best right now. And then to the average viewer at home, it's like, oh, man, WWE's going downhill, blah, blah, blah. So then when you tune into SmackDown and you have a fucking banger of a show, it kind of changes the narrative of, oh, no, things are still good. This is still Triple H's regime. Things are still going really well. Braun Strowman and I was about to say Walter. I don't know why I'm still
because what Courtney just said.
yeah. I'm still stuck in 2021. And Gunther was a fucking banger, yo. Braun Strowman can fucking turn it up when he wants to. That's why I'm saying, like, people sleep on Braun Strowman like he's just some big fucking meat truck who's going to, just be lumbering his fucking. Nah, he could go when he wants to, and he went with Gunther here. Great matchup. Really glad to see Gunther still as your IC champion. Great reign. And shout out to the first time ever matchup between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Of 2023, right?
Of 2023. I've been watching these two fights since fucking goddamn, like 2006, 2007 with Steen versus Generico 1,000 times. And then you have the never-ending feud between these two, but they always find a way to make it fresh. Like whether it's Sami Zayn and the Bloodline, whether it's Steen and Generico as a team, whether it's, their rivalry in PWG, their rivalry in NXT, where Kevin Owens looked like he was celebrating with Sami Zayn and then betrayed him. They always find a way to make it fresh. So I love seeing these two in the ring. Two of my favorite independent wrestlers when I was, watching a lot of Ring of Honor back in the day. Great to see them where they're at today. And I think that right now you're really in a position where either Sami Zayn or Kevin Owens could be top guys in the company after this, rub from the Bloodline, because that's basically what it is. They're getting the rub from Roman Reigns' title reign and becoming bigger stars coming out of it. So definitely cool to see where they're going with this.
Man, are they prepping for Brock? Is that what we're gonna get? Are we gonna see Brock eliminate Gunther out of the Royal Rumble and start that drama? Are we gonna get that? That's the question.
Brock versus Gunther is worth, I was going to say the price of admission for WrestleMania, or even worth buying it, but the shit's like practically nothing on Peacock. But all I know is Brock versus Gunther has all the makings of a show stealer. I can't wait for that, if that does indeed happen.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I'm just, I'm excited for. I mean, the ring general is ready. I think he is. He is ready. He's definitely ready. Like I said, I am excited for this tournament. I'm excited for this tag team tournament. That's what I'm really, really excited for. It's been locked in the Bloodline turning on Sami, but from the start now, absolutely all for being Sami turn. on them instead. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't, man. For me, I'm gonna have to wait to see it in the Rumble. See what is gonna happen at the Rumble. I mean, because from there, we'll know of what's really gonna happen. You think it's gonna happen at the Rumble or after the Rumble? What do you think?
I could see, first of all, you had the really amazing storytelling of Sami Zayn not wanting the Bloodline to get involved in the matchup with Kevin Owens. And then when they did, he looked like, what are you guys doing? No, I don't want this to happen. No, what are you guys doing? Why are you interfering in my match? So you can already see the dissension there. I think, we could see a situation where maybe Roman Reigns beats Kevin Owens and then the Bloodline continues to attack Kevin Owens after the matchup, and Sami Zayn just sees enough and tries to, help his friend, because you can already see the dissension between the Bloodline and Sami Zayn. And like I said, the facial expressions from Sami Zayn on SmackDown this past Friday was just amazing storytelling. And that's something that the whole Bloodline storyline has been, is just amazing storytelling. So I am very excited. I know whatever they do, they're going to do it the right way, because they got me invested in everything they're doing right now.
Oh, yeah. And not only that, but also seeing, they got to change the name, man. Banger Bros, they got to change the name.
Yo, Banger Bros, Raw XXX. Yo, I'm telling you, maybe, we're talking about who's going to buy the WWE. Right? You got all these media conglomerates. Pornhub may be in the running. I'm telling you. Pornhub may buy the WWE. Monday Night Raw live on Pornhub. You know what I mean? Brought to you by Brazzers. Come on.
They're Brazzers.
Yo. WWE showing signs of it.
Oh, man. I'm right.
Banger Bros, Raw XXX.
All I know is that I'm excited for the Viking Raiders. Well, what is it? Viking Raiders, right? I forgot. But yeah, them versus the Banger Bros starting on this tournament. I'm excited. Man, I'm happy at least you're doing something with them, and you're booking them with Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. I'm definitely excited for that. I wait. I had to bring an idea for all of us. Courtney, if we all had the money, I wish we did. We did. But it's an unfortunate. We don't have the. But another thing I want to ask, okay, are you still patient with the whole Bray Wyatt story? Because a lot of people that I've been seeing in the IWC community are not really happy of how this man is just slowly taking his time and slowly. I mean, he did debut on a live event. He hasn't really wrestled on a television platform yet, not until the Rumble with that pitch black match against LA Knight. But the story of Uncle Howdy, how are you feeling about it so far? Is it really, are you losing interest or are you not invested?
I'm invested. It's funny how the IWC has no fucking patience. When he returned at Extreme Rules, I remember going on and I did an Extreme Rules review, and I remember saying like, oh, who's going to be his first feud? And people were saying the storytelling that they could tell with Bray Wyatt having so many different personalities, and the Wyatt Six and recruiting, and maybe it's just 6 personalities within himself. We could see this play out for the next 6 months, and we don't even have to see him have a match. It's been like 2-3 months since then. It's like, oh, why is he not wrestling? You know what I mean? Like, let shit play out. Let shit breathe. Obviously, like if you just threw him into the ring, he's going to have a lot of ring rust. So let him get some reps in on the house shows. And when he does eventually come back at Royal Rumble, he's not going to look rusty. And then on top of that, I remember back in the day, you had storylines play out a couple months so you could really build a perfect story. Instead, you would now have people wanting things rushed to get quick instant gratification when, what is that really going to give you? Just a quick little like, oh, yay, good matchup. Oh, nice feud. Like, let the shit play out. So when he does have a match, it means something and it's special. You know what I mean? I think that this is just like Devin saying here. I love the pacing of it too. Like, I totally agree. Like, I want things to just play out the way it's playing out. Let it fucking breathe.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you guys as well. I'm patient about it. I'm not I'm not like, oh, come on, hurry up, give me a match. No. I have the patience. What's going on, Kofi Winston? Oh, what's going on?
What
We
up,
live,
bro?
baby. We live. Oh, man. Let's see what Justin got to say. Still have zero idea what's happening with Bray and LA Knight, but loving it. It's a great and interesting slow build. Yes. And shout out to LA Knight because he's booked with a star like the caliber of Bray Wyatt. Even though I know people want to see wrestling matches, but let the story being, planted as it's slowly progressing. And I'm really invested how they're going to do the pitch black match at the Royal Rumble. But I'm happy for LA Knight. He's getting something to do. He's booked somewhere. At least he's no longer, what was it, Max Dupree? Everything was, what was it? Is that what it was before?
Yeah.
He is now LA Knight. So I'm happy for him. Eli Drake, always been a fan of his. I seen him, when he was here in LA, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Of course, seeing him in NWA. I mean, the guy has the mic skills, man. And to see him to get into a story right away in the main roster with Bray Wyatt, what more could you ask for? I mean, what more could you ask for?
I agree.
But here's now my other question. You know how I'm curious to know. You know how a while back we said underwhelming, right? What about with Karrion Kross and this Rey Mysterio? Are you invested on that story?
With that story, I feel like I don't know. I just want to see. Karrion Kross always had the great character and great promo. Like that's never been like what was underwhelming for me. I don't mind like the promos and the storytelling that he did with Drew, and now it's Rey Mysterio. That's cool. I feel like it's just that his matches is where things fall flat a little bit. So as long as he could put on better matches, and it's not even really him. I don't think that he's putting on bad matches. He's a great wrestler. I just feel like Karrion Kross is better in shorter matches and not like longer matches. Whenever he had a longer match, it feels like it kind of exposed what he could do. He's a better suited wrestler for a shorter, quick, compact, like ass beating or a beatdown, like rather than going like 10, 12 minutes. Give me like a quick 5-minute Karrion Kross match. I think that suits him a lot better.
Yeah, totally. I just want to see where they're gonna go with Karrion and man. I'm invested. I'm hell of invested. I cannot wait to see what would happen. Let's see what Justin got to say about the feud. If the Mysterio Kross feud was a bit more consistent, the interest would be a little bit higher. I agree. Yeah. If there was, yes. But they're mixing him up with the whole Dom. I mean, I get it. Of course, it's his son. We'll have to wait to see. Honestly, we have to wait how that story develops heading into the Rumble. I mean, I know they're wrestling each other. They announced it one day before the Rumble. So, I mean, we'll just have to wait to see how that is going to be booked. All right. Now, let's get on with the next topic here because this happened, of course, 24 hours ago, which caught the highlights, but I'll tell you, oh, man, hard to kill. All I can tell you, this was great. I enjoyed it. Man, I am so happy that Josh Alexander won the belt and kept the belt, excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm happy that he kept it. For me, that the whole story built for that event was absolutely perfect. I enjoyed it so much. Yeah, we all know Eddie Dom's daddy. God rest his soul. Oh, I believe in Joe. Yeah, I know you believe in Joe Henry. I know you believe in Joe Henry. But enough, man. Joe Henry, of course, defeating Moose. Of course, Josh Alexander retaining the Impact World title. The shocker, the one is Mickie James, the main evented this event. Everybody thought that she was going to, retire, was forced to retire, was going to lose. But she shocked the world and she regained the Impact Knockouts World Championship away from Jordynne Grace. Solid matchup between these two ladies. Congratulations to everybody who was in this event participating. Fantastic job. I enjoyed it. Seeing the return of PCO as well, after the Eddie Edwards situation, PCO's back. So I'm instead of being announced or it's being signed. So Man, Impact is getting more and more exciting, and I know we need to talk about it. We all need to really focus on, on Impact because, man, they're putting bangers of matches. I'll tell you that, bangers after bangers after bangers. But let's see what Justin got to say. Josh Alexander retaining was absolutely the right decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. I was feared that they were going to do that. They were going to put that belt back on. Put the belt on Bully, and I'm glad it didn't happen. So I'm happy that did not happen at all. Let's see. The last rodeo. Let's see what Bailey said. The last rodeo is over for now, according to her. Can we talk about how meaningful Mickie James' entrance was beyond words? Beautiful to see. Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Showing her roots. I loved it.
Oh, yes. Did somebody...
My boy.
Oh, man. He is a banger of guessing.
What up,
Tim
bro?
King, ladies and gentlemen. He is here in the chat. Tim King. And, of course, that's right. And Frankie Kazarian just re-signed.
Yeah.
He signed back with Impact Wrestling. It's, man, no more SCU, man. Why?
Well, there hasn't been SCU for like a couple years now, regardless if he was on AEW. That's all good. I think it's really cool because the company I fell in love with Frankie Kazarian in was Impact Wrestling. I remember seeing Kaz in like that 2007 era in the X Division. Fell in love with his wrestling in the X Division. I loved him in this tag team with Matt Bentley. So I feel like, really cool to see him back in his roots. Really cool. I don't mind that at all. It's another great wrestler in Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, he's going to bring a lot of depth to that roster. It's already what it has already there. So much great talent there that I know here us as well. We don't cover as much, but we're going to do the best that we can to cover it. It's just there's so much going on in the world of professional wrestling. So, man. What can I say? The whole event was awesome, man. I can tell you that. The whole event was great. Let's see what else. Yeah, happy Sunday night. Yes, happy Sunday. Mr. TK,
Sunday, bro.
Mike Santana's. I know he's wrestling. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, man. But, man, overall, what do you think so far of Impact's, stories? What were your thoughts? I know you haven't finished watching it fully, but what you've seen by far, what are your thoughts overall?
The one word that always comes to mind when I think of Impact Wrestling is consistent. They have been so consistent for the last couple years, constantly putting on amazing shows, constantly putting on awesome Impact Plus live exclusives. Every time I tune into Impact, I have a good time watching Impact. They have such a great show. The roster, you have people constantly leaving, but then you have people constantly being brought in and filling those spots of the people who left and putting on great matches. Storylines are always A+. I love them. The name of the show is Impact Wrestling Hard to Kill. I've been watching TNA since its inception. The first time I fucking saw TNA was the Wednesday pay-per-views in the Asylum. I watched a TNA pay-per-view for the first time in 2002. I remember which one it was specifically. It was, I believe, episode 2, because it was Scott Hall versus Jeff Jarrett on the motherfucker. I fucking been watching Impact Wrestling for a long-ass time, and to see them still around today is amazing. And to see them in the last 3-4 years consistently put on a great show. Can you tell me the last time Impact Wrestling put on a bad pay-per-view?
Never. I've never heard of a bad pay-per-view at all.
Every single time Impact Wrestling puts on a pay-per-view since, I believe, I would even say since Don Callis and Scott D'Amore took over, it's been an amazing show with no complaints. I honestly could say that Impact Wrestling is, in the United States, the most consistent wrestling promotion that nobody talks about, and that's the damn shame. We really need to cover Impact Wrestling more. Impact Wrestling needs to get the love it deserves because, like I said, it is the best kept secret. And for a company to be around 20 fucking years, going on 21 years this fucking year, how could you be around for 21 years and be the best kept secret? That's a goddamn shame. Give Impact some fucking love. Give Impact its flowers, because right now, I'm telling you right now, WWE under Triple H's regime is fucking awesome. AEW has been fucking awesome. We're going to talk about AEW Dynamite in a couple minutes, but none of them has been this consistent. Impact Wrestling is the most consistent fucking promotion in the last couple of years. I'm going to stick with that.
Indeed. I'm with you too, man. And big question is, man, who could be the one to dethrone Josh Alexander? That's the biggest question, man.
Nobody.
Look,
he should hold that title for eternity.
Oh, man. I mean, Jesus has been having a phenomenal, no pun intended, AJ Styles, but 2022, like, man, ever since they put the belt on him, I am so happy for him. I'm excited. You know, I'm happy for him overall, everything.
I think I could tell you who I think is going to be. I mentioned it a couple weeks ago when we gave our awards. I mentioned it last week. I think the person is going to take it from him, and they're going to build up to another rematch because their last match was a fucking banger. Shout out Tim King. But the next time we see Speedball Mike Bailey in the ring with Josh Alexander, don't be surprised if Speedball walks out as your Impact Wrestling World Champion. And also Tim King. Macklin's a great fucking pick too, because Macklin has been being built as a megastar in Impact Wrestling for the last couple of months, and they need to give him that title shot. I just think that, you know, you could do no wrong if it's either Macklin or Speedball Mike Bailey.
I agree. Either one of them. I would love, because his heel persona and how he would really fucking kill it, would be Macklin. Macklin will fucking kill it as a world champion. Ever since, you know, he came in, and what he's done by far this year to what he came in, you know, coming into 2023, he has done such wonders, man. And he needs the help. I'm surprised they haven't given him the even though he's not an X division man, but surprised at least they didn't give him that, you know, that belt to run with for a couple, you know, for at least a couple months. I was expecting that, but they didn't. They did not give it to him. But yeah, Speedball Mike Bailey's another one, man. I think Speedball could be the one. That could be the one who could dethrone Josh Alexander. And I think if they book it right, they can really, really tell a good story with Speedball Mike Bailey. And, you know, like a shout out to Trey Miguel, another one who is doing another great, fantastic job with the X Division. He's always putting in banger matches. His match with Black Taurus was great, which we'll see Black Taurus actually here on January 27th here for PCW Ultra. Of course, the anniversary, the 7th anniversary for PCW Ultra. Good to see Kushida. Kushida was there too. I mean, good to see Yuya and Kushida in the same ring. I'm like, heel Trey, baby. Heel Trey. That's right. That is right. I mean, Motor City Machine Guns. Man, another tag team that I'm so excited for. And man, let's see. So do we see more of Jade in the ring? That's a good question, Courtney. Because she's always been involved in a lot of Josh's matches. I mean, do we see that today, or do we see a lot? I mean, do we see her actually get in the ring, actually in ring skill, like actually wrestle? Because I haven't seen his wife. I mean,
maybe I wouldn't be mad at it.
I wouldn't be mad at it either. I would not be mad at it. But man, let me ask you this. So, what is the one thing that Impact's missing?
I think that the one thing that Impact Wrestling is missing is the budget, because Anthem has the money. Anthem definitely has the money. They're a $1 billion organization. So the budget, give them better production, put them in bigger arenas, because I feel like the demand is there. The fans are there. And Chris is here.
That's right. The director.
How's it going, man?
What is up?
What is
How you doing, bro?
I'm good. We got people watching. Holy shit, I'm into it on a Sunday night. The Lord.
Sunday fun day. That is right.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'd like to speak candidly, with your permission, and give people the reason why we had to postpone the show from Wednesday to Sunday. And that's because, very personal issue, we all blew our voices out at Dynamite, and we could not speak. So it would have been pointless to come on the show and sound like John Laurinaitis. Ivan hit him with that impression.
Hey, What's going on, guys? How's it going? Welcome to Circle of the Bay.
That was everybody. The moment we left the Kia Forum, I sounded like I was going through third puberty. It was rough.
We're the only Kennedy that matters.
Hold on.
That is right.
I saw that comment. I'm on it. Mr. Kennedy.
Wait for it.
Kennedy.
Why do I have the drop down mic? I don't know.
If you just have a random drop down mic in the crib,
Yeah, I don't know what those are actually called. I don't know what that is, like that style, but
yeah.
Oh,
I like
man.
Kennedy. Another career killed by John Cena, I think.
I think it's actually Randy Orton, but
Was it Orton? Okay, yeah.
I think it was Orton. I think it was Orton.
Because he said it was unsafe or some bullshit. Yeah.
yeah, he hits too hard.
I think he was the last person. He was the last straw. I think Cena was the first one, and then after Orton, he was the last straw. And then
Yeah, because I know Cena killed Darren Riley, unfortunately, because the burning hammer looked too much like the FU. Like, get out of here. Anyways.
Oh man,
They both had the high and tight haircut. No, I mean you gotta go.
Right.
One of us gotta go. Can't have the same haircut.
See, it was Randy. It was Randy.
Yeah, it was one of those.
All right. It is stop time, ladies and gentlemen, even though it's a Sunday, but a Sunday fun day. But we still got to come rampage besides because we were there and we were not going to spoil it until after the show. So it's time, ladies and gentlemen.
It's time! It's time! It's Beta time!
That is right. Dynamite, ladies and gentlemen. We were there. I mean, we were there. Yeah, we were there. Definitely. In Los Angeles. Oh, I want to direct the fucking. He's going to host this whole while I'm producing. Yeah.
All right.
I want if. Well, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be working the layovers while.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the card just so I can remember everything. All right, I got it. Here we go.
All right. Well,
that's kind of out of order, but
no, I got the order.
okay, I got it. Oh, you have it? All right, cool. Yeah, I have it now. They got it. Cool.
Right.
So, starting off the night, I mean, goddamn, I talk about how much I love when they don't do a 20-minute interview at the beginning of the show, and I don't think AEW's done that more than 3 times that I can think of. A match that could have easily been the main event. They opened the card up with Jon Moxley versus Hangman Page. This is turning into a blood feud. There was not a moment in this match where I didn't think there was going to be pure violence. I was actually looking forward to this, as boring as I think their promos are. I knew the match was going to be just a brawl, just old school brawl, and it was a lot of stiff shots. We were not in the nosebleeds, but we were between floor seats and the nosebleeds, and you could still hear every, not just the chops, but every lariat. And that sound traveled, man. Those dudes were laying into each other. I love that top rope moonsault that Hangman Page hits to the outside. He hit that on Mox. That was wild. And to see that live, it's pretty spectacular. Do I think Moxley will be written off TV for a few weeks? I don't know. Is he injured? Does he want the vacation time?
They played off of the injury. Did you guys also see it on TV? Like after you?
Yeah, of course we watched it the next day.
Yeah, they played off like the injury, like just like how Mox injured Hangman after the match. Yeah. Mox looked a little like worse for wear after getting hit with that buckshot.
Yeah, and what I liked was they pulled a little MMA, where in a lot of MMA, not in a lot of MMA fights, but in some unfortunate knockouts, a fighter will come to and go for a takedown on the referee because he has no idea where he's at. They wrote that into the script, which I thought was kind of a receipt for the knockout on Page. I like the match. I wouldn't say it was a match of the year candidate. I have a lot of questions about where this leaves anything related to these two. Hangman has to move up somewhere. I don't know why Mox. I don't know what reason Mox would take a vacation. He's allowed to do that. I don't know if it's just because he wants one. And yeah, I was surprised that they even gave it to Page, because Page right now could take a loss, and we're still dealing with their fallout of the Blackpool Combat Club kind of not being. It is, but it isn't. We don't know. They've not really addressed all of these questions. But I'm going to let my co-host and live partner and the guy who got me one of the craziest birthday gifts of all time, Ivan, talk about
Hey! Oh man, it was a great opening. I did not expect, honestly, this would be the opening matchup. Honestly, we really, I did lose my voice. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I lost my voice. I'll tell you that. Man, it just like how director mentioned the moonsault. I did not expect, honestly, Paige to win. Something tells me, as much as we probably do not want to see it, but I think it's going to happen a third one at Revolution, because there's like a story where Moxley got knocked out. You see how he was staring down the ring and he's all unconscious. Like, okay, hold on, I'm trying to get myself back together. And somebody tells me we're going to see this. It's gonna get more into it. Maybe not next week, but the following, maybe. So we'll probably see Hangman try to shake hands with Moxley. Hey, we're even, Steven, type of way. But no, fuck you, it's not gonna happen. And something tells me that we're gonna see a part 3 at Revolution, and I think it could be a false count anywhere, or either maybe best out of 3 falls. Who knows? I think this match could go anywhere, like any type of anything, any stipulation you want to put. But I think it's gonna end it all on Revolution, at Revolution, excuse me. And I know this is a conspiracy theory here, but imagine if Hangman fucking joins BCC. And he's like, what, fuck it, I'm going to join you guys. That'll be some... It'll be odd, but I will be...
Wouldn't make no sense, but...
I know, it wouldn't, right? But I just like... now I'm really thinking, I wonder how would it work when you have 3 combat... You got a submission specialist, you have a brawler, and you have another... we could say a very good spot wrestler of Cesaro. Claudio.
The strong man. He's a strong man.
Yeah, he's a strong man. What would be Hangman though? I think he's more like.
And then, no idea.
Hi, baby.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Go ahead, Dinero.
Yeah, take it away, buddy.
I wasn't there live, so I didn't see the show. You guys have nah, this was a great matchup. Great opening matchup for a card that really felt like a pay-per-view style card. This was a really, really stacked show. So I was wondering, like, where were they going to put this matchup? Because this matchup is a matchup between 2 former world champions. Like, just to add that to this card was insane. And for them to open up was awesome. I like the fact that, I don't know if he knocked out Moxley, but I like the fact that Hangman Adam Page kind of got his like revenge on Moxley for when Moxley knocked him out. And because of that, I think that if we do see this matchup again, since they are like one-on-one with the knockouts, I could probably see it being a last man standing matchup. Yeah, I think that's the way you go with the third matchup being at Revolution. Because if to be honest, there's already, you got the stipulation of the hour Iron Man matchup that's probably going to happen. You know what I mean? That's already going to be a big stipulation. You don't want to do another like 2 out of 3 falls because you already have a multi-fall matchup. I think you go with last man standing.
I believe that.
That's the match that would make me care, I guess, more about their third meeting. It makes sense. You both get knocked out, and then you have a standing 10 count essentially after knockout. So yeah, and then end it there, and that's it.
Yeah, unless they do like a double knockout, and then it's like, well, next time who's going to be the first one to get knocked out?
Yeah, right. Fuck, I don't. Yeah, they would. No matter what, just end it. It's all good. I'm cool.
3 concussions later. Here's match 4.
All right, so then we go on.
Let's talk about it, baby.
Hey, I have to. Where the fuck? I have to. Yes, we got to talk about it, baby, because man, when Tony Schiavone came out, he's like, it is unfortunate for me to introduce this man, and all you heard is all about it. Oh shit!
I thought it was gonna be MJF, to be honest.
Me too. Right. I thought it was
UFC history.
That music hit so fast and so out of nowhere. I couldn't process who it was.
Yeah,
I was like, I brain farted so bad. I was like, fuck. I was fried before I saw him. I was like, that's Adam Cole. Holy shit. Yeah, I completely I thought he had a contract issue on top of the injury. I didn't know. I don't pay attention to the dirt sheet so much unless it makes it to this show. So I didn't know anything about, Cena kind of like
fucking Nick.
What up, Nick?
Process over. The process overload, yes.
For real. But yeah, stoked. And then he came out, he started the promo off with I got good news and bad news. Let's start with the good news, which nobody ever wants to start off with. So I knew there was going to be something going on there. And we definitely all thought it was going to be a retirement speech. I love that he had to name drop that he sleeps with Britt Baker every night. That was slick. He knew what he was That's can't not bring that up every promo if I was him, for sure.
I would.
Right? Yeah, right.
Hey, no, I woke up this morning next to Britt.
That's technically the good news. And then also he is cleared to return to ring action, which we all mega pop for. But then the bad news, which really bummed out a lot of people backstage, is that he's coming for everybody. And he's never held the big one. And I think that's what he should have his eyes set on. I know that the belt's right now tied up with MJF and Daniel Bryanson. And did I get that right or wrong? I have no idea.
Wrong.
Cool.
Every weekend, Daniel Bryanson.
It just sounds right. It was story time. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I don't like when a wrestler can't leave on their own terms. I hate injuries. I hate when if everything he said that he went through was true, which I have no reason to doubt, he's been through hell. Like, I can't imagine what he went through. And in the peak of his career, still, I mean, the dude's been in his peak for like 5 years. He's that amazing of a wrestler, and still, I don't think has peaked yet. So let's hope that this is the run that gets him to the gold. Please don't put the Dynamite title on him or whatever. Don't put him in a feud with Darby Allin. Like, just get him up there after the Daniel Bryan thing. Like, MJF wins it, move Adam Cole into the picture. And that's the best I got for this segment. Ivan, how'd you feel about this return?
Shit. I had to. That's how I felt, though. Yep. I did not expect that.
No idea. No, I got blindsided.
And yeah, AEW is always known as the worst, best kept secret in all professional wrestling. They actually kept this really under the wraps. I'll give them that. Hey, good job. They actually did not let nobody know that he was there, or nobody from the dirt sheets even spoke. Oh, Adam Cole is in attendance today. Oh, he's backstage. I did not hear none of that. So they did a fantastic job of hiding this man and not letting nobody see fucking Adam Cole. So I was happy. I'm excited. Oh yeah, we all did, Tim. We all marked out. Jesus, I lost it, man. I fucking lost it. I almost spilled my beer in front of the guy in front of me because I was like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Oh my god!" I fell over because I got too excited. See, that's how really excited I was. But man, I don't know what he's gonna do. Let me see. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted to know. Prefer Brian Daniel. Really?
Brian Daniel. Yeah.
Brian. Too. Man, I want to know what's going to happen. What's direction he's going to head to? Are we going to see him with, reunion with, with the Elite? Are we going to see him? They're going to be back together as, 4 of them. Is he going to go solo? Because right now, if Fish is gone officially. I think he's just, adventuring out. He's not signed with nobody. He showed up at Impact. He showed up to New Japan Strong. So, Fish is everywhere. He's just being, testing the market out there.
Rodney's still injured too, right?
Yeah, he is not healing up because, his is a longer extent healing, especially that he's, I don't know if he's type 1. I think he's type 1 diabetic. So it's a longer process for him. And I wish him nothing but the best to, hopefully he's able to, fully come back and, compete in the ring. That's one thing that I'm really praying for Kyle O'Reilly. But we don't know with him out of the picture, where does Adam Cole fits anywhere? I mean, right now we'll get into the main event, but we don't know where's he going to fit on. That's the question for me that I have for him. How are they going to book him now? Now that he's back, how are you going to book this man in story? It's story time with Adam Cole, baby. But where, and with who? That's the question that I have. And I'm excited he's back. I'm happy that he trolled us like, oh man, that he's bad news for the whole locker room. I was so happy to hear that. It's like the director said, I don't know nobody say I have to forcibly retire. Oh man, we'll see, man. I'm excited. Let's see. Once you went with the comments is saying, Dom, exactly what she's. Sorry, guys. Lady suck. Cool. I should. Okay. I guess I won. I'd rather have go him solo than back to the. Oh, I forgot about the Kingdom. You're right. He could make a Kingdom reunion with Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. Maybe he can do that. Solo Cole is the best Cole. Yeah, that could be the case. Cole with the Kingdom would be dope, but prefer he will wrestle solo while they wrestle. Yes, agreed, TK. I think everybody wants him to go solo. Cole needs nobody. How about you take it from Claudio? Okay. Oh man, damn, it's hot tonight. Thank you guys for making it hot tonight here in the chat, man. All right, yeah, I'm done.
Take it away, DeLorean.
I think that this was an awesome moment. I did not expect to see him on this show. Adam Cole is so good that you could put him in any position or any storyline right now, and I think that he's going to make it work for him. And I think that it's really cool that we're going to see a babyface Adam Cole because we haven't seen a babyface Adam Cole for quite so many years. I think it was probably going all the way back to his Ring of Honor days. We haven't seen him. And even before he left Ring of Honor, like he was a heel until like his last night there. And then his whole NXT run, he was heel. Healed the whole time in AEW so far. So this is going to be different for him. It's going to be fresh matches for him. So I'm really excited for that. But I think that it's telling that he is a babyface and it sets him up perfectly to go against a heel MJF because now you won't have that heel versus heel dynamic. And I would not be opposed to Adam Cole taking the title from MJF. I said it during the fucking the show we did last Saturday. I know it was very controversial, but I'm not, too big on MJF holding this title for a long time. I think that the best thing that you could do is have MJF talk about how he's going to be the forever champion and then lose it in his first fucking title defense. That would be hilarious. And I think that Adam Cole would be a great world champion. So I wouldn't be mad if he takes the title from MJF. And having him as a babyface sets that up, I think.
That would be funny because I love that like a lot because we do kind of expect MJF to actually hold the belt for a long time, not just like in character, but in kayfabe. We feel like that he is going to hold it for like a year. So to lose it that quickly, I mean, he's going to have to get through Daniel Dixon somehow.
That was the best one yet.
Yeah. He'll have to get through the American Dragon somehow, which I think I predicted on the last show how he was going to do that. So we don't need to get into that. But yeah, once he does that, I mean, maybe defend it once, I guess. And then move on to Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what Adam Cole does and see what will be the storyline for him. Let's see what Don got to say here in the chat. Hey, De Niro, what was the last time Cole was a face back when he was in the angle with
yeah, that's right. That you go back to like 2014, 2015.
The Kings okay. Okay. Damn, it's been that long that he's been a face?
Yeah, the last time he was a face, he was helping Kyle O'Reilly build him up to go against Jay Lethal when Jay Lethal was Ring of Honor champion, and then that was all a heel turn waiting to happen because then when Kyle O'Reilly finally got his match with Jay Lethal, Adam Cole turned heel again and screwed Kyle O'Reilly for the title. But yeah, and then also I think you were about to say, Chris, when he showed up on SmackDown and Raw when the rest of the roster was stuck in Saudi, they had the NXT guys come up. He kind of played a babyface, but that's because NXT overall was like the babyface against the big conglomerate of Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got to see, baby. See what they got to do with Mr. Adam Cole. All right. What's next, director?
We got the tag match between Jungle Hook and Big Bill and Lee Moriarty from the Firm. Is that what they're still being called?
Yeah.
Yes. You got Jungle Hook versus the Firm, baby.
With it's Stockardwell Channing with Stock.
with Stokely, baby. With
Stokely Hathaway.
Stokely Hathaway.
I love Stokely Hathaway. He's good on the mic. I like that character a little bit.
Yeah.
So the long and short of it, congratulations to Hook getting Wrestler of the Year or Rookie of the Year, I think, for Was that PWI or just AEW?
No, I think it was PWI.
Absolutely deserved it. The dude is very sound, technical wrestler. He's like a faster version of his dad. Totally would not have argued that at all. Matt, okay, so the story of the match is, can Hook give Exploder to Big Bill? And yes, and that was the match. And it was fine. And I don't know where it's going from here. Hopefully, eventually we get Hook and Jungle Boy in a match, and maybe Jungle Boy goes heel. Because I don't see Hook doing anything that'll turn him heel, especially when he has 0 mic time and a crazy moveset. So that's the only way I don't see this going in the other direction. Ivan, do you see it going the way of the dinosaur?
Where do I see this going? Where do I see this going? Because I know I'm working over.
They beat them. That's it. They won. The little guys,
yes, of course they won. Of course,
they're gonna beat up the big bullies. Like, that's the match. I mean, it's done. Like, unless they can do the thing like with Jurassic Lucha Librasaurus Rex, where they keep putting them in weird different singles matches. But please don't.
Please don't.
Like, I don't need Hook versus Big Bill like in singles feud at all.
I don't want to see that, because one thing I'm afraid of seeing.
And you just please don't teach that.
Yes, please do not teach that, because this is my fear, that they book Hook and okay.
That's a tag name.
No, Hook in a singles match against Big Bill, and Big Bill gets thrown like everywhere. Like, oh my God, he's like the shit. Like, I like Hook, but to a certain extent, but don't overbook him like he is. You're not your father, man. You're not your dad. You're not. You are your own you. Taz was his own Taz. Hook needs to be his own Hook. You can have your own attributes. Fine. I'm not. You can, of course, do montage for your father. Not disagreeing with that. But don't be like, oh, you get hit with a move, and then you get up. But like, oh, come on, man. Don't do what Taz does. That's what I'm afraid of with Hook, that they're gonna book him. I mean, they already booked him that way. I don't know what's next between Hook and Jungle Boy Jack Perry. If they want to have a singles match, let them have a singles match. I want to see who will win that match. But I don't want to see a one-on-one match. Hook and Big Bill. Don't want to see this. I think this feud for me was really like, what is it all about? It just didn't mesh to me. I mean, we popped, like he got him up, right? But
but that's like, that was the it. That was the pinnacle of the storyline.
Yeah, that was just it. Can he pick him up? that was, wasn't too really.
And Big Bill definitely did that huge jump for him to make it.
Oh, he jumped. Yeah, I mean, we know that. It's suspended disbelief, man. Undertaker ain't really dead.
He's not?
Yeah.
What? Wait.
It's real to me, damn it. It's real to me.
Yeah. I think what needs to happen is I think Hook needs to get a psychotic win over like Daniel Bryan pending trademark. I think that's
a big win. Yeah.
He needs something that's wild, not like over Wheeler Yuta, not Darby Allin, not Wardlow essentially, but like someone like that. Someone like the same thing that Jericho did with Andrade. Like someone just like, even as good as we know Hook is, where we don't think he's gonna win this, and then does.
Yeah, like Moxley or someone calls out like open challenge, and then Hook answers the call, beats him in like 3 minutes. It's like, whoa, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, like CM Punk. It's CM Punk style for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, fucking make it CM Punk. Do it.
Oh my God, him and CM Punk. Oh my God,
like an actual wrestler versus CM Punk. That'd be dope.
That would be.
That would be funny.
But yeah, man. I mean, all I can tell you is that I just wanted to move on, do something else. Jungle Boy needs to do something, man. Let's see what the comments is. See, I did like what Justin said. Yeah, he needs to go after the TNT. Sure, why not? Now start. How you mentioned. You mentioned to the director, give him some good competition. Someone that he actually beat. And let's see. Hook is lame. It is decided. I already knew it. I already knew Jungle Hook could be good, but it's hard to believe in this team. They do nothing to capitalize on Jack's moments win after the cage match. And Hooks has been stale for months. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know where they could go with them with these directions. It's an unfortunate. What can you do next with them? You know, maybe like I said, maybe you can have them face each other. Maybe what about if Jack Perry was the one to shock the world and pin Hook for the first time? You know, give Hook a match like, hey, how you mentioned a competition.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah, I mean, that could be a great competition between, you know, why the hell not? Two young athletes that are on the rise, you know, make them do something. If you know how Justin mentioned about the TNT, there you go. Have them face each other and see who the number one contender go after the TNT. You know,
is it wrong to say that Hook is the male? Oh, wait, go back. Is that Hook as a lacrosse player?
Yeah.
Who said that?
Wow.
Oh my God, Hook! Is that Hook as a lacrosse player?
Yeah, he was in
That's 3 years ago.
I believe that was his high school lacrosse team.
Yeah.
Look at that strapping young man there.
Look at that tan job he got. God damn.
His pre-tattoos. Anyway,
Ron, we don't know that though. Oh, I mean, at least one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, at least the
I love how his belly tattoo, his prison tattoo, is already fading, and he's not even like 22 years old.
Yeah, right.
Bro, he's lived a hard life.
Yo, my tattoo here is already fading, right? Because I got the shit like when I was like 16. But
Right.
anyway, so
Fuck out. Get out.
Hook on fighting. I was happy to see Hook in this match. I'm pretty sure you were, man. But it was a good. And I'll tell you that. Like the live crowd, directing I was a good pop for Jungle Boy mainly. That's what I was talking about last time on Saturday. Why I said Jungle Boy, if you could build him really, really good, you could be your guy maybe to be the next champion in the future. But it just that's the only thing is the booking. Tony Khan.
I have a question. Is it wrong to say that Hook is the male version of Jade Cargill? Undefeated streak. Undefeated streak, built as like a monster who's unbeatable, but hasn't really been proven against top talent or real competition yet.
I mean, there's too many differences for me to say the similarities are too similar. Like Jade Cargill got pushed to the top, main event status top with a title in like her second match. She gets on the mic. She's a heel. Where Hook is kind of quiet. He doesn't talk. He's always in a faction. His wins are not that big yet. He hasn't lost yet, but like they're not title worthy matches yet. So
I was thinking more in the sense that we haven't seen them really taken into the deep water yet. Both are undefeated, but never had a match really over like 5 minutes.
Right. You know? I mean, you could say those are the only two out of, I think, the dozens of differences.
I'm looking for that one.
Yeah. You're batting 200 on this. You got it.
189.
189. Any final thoughts against De Niro?
Sorry, I thought you said my name. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's all good. The match was decent. I think that, just like everyone said, hopefully this is like the end of it. I can't see this going on and on and on like they do for everything with Jungle Boy. But yeah, the match is decent. I do like the tag team like maneuvers from Jungle Hook. I thought that they made a good tag team, but I'm not really too interested in seeing them continuing to be a tag team.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I think this is what is considered favored booking, where they do want to push these two kids. They just don't have anything important for them right now, so they're jamming them into whatever's available, and the firm is what's available, and they give them TV time, which is where they want them, just in not good quality, just quantity for them right now.
Yeah, it could have been the factory, so I'm taking this as a W.
Yeah. I mean, how about Hook versus the Go-Go when he gets back? Like, is he coming back? That would be the match.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. Hook versus Ethan Page, like, let's go. Like, there's plenty of fine booking out there. Just do it.
Do it.
That's right.
Up next, we have very easily American. Well, I saw Wrestle Kingdom, so I'm going to say this is definitely at least a match of the year candidate already. Brandon Danielson versus Konosuke Takeshita.
I was waiting for you to take a shit. I'm
not MJF, who did come out and cut some racist ass promos, but it was safely racist. He said, "Here in America, we speak American." He didn't say we speak English or we speak white people or whatever. So saying
We speak white.
yeah, right. So him coming out and saying we speak American is like it's nationalistic for sure, and we get that that's a character, and I know he's not going to be canceled over it. It's just like, wow, he's really reaching for some offensive content without getting canceled, and it is what it is. But onto the match. Wow. Holy shit. This is a great match anywhere, in Japan, in America, on free TV, on pay-per-view. I can't believe that people at home got to watch this on cable. This was a 5-star TV match all the way through. Plenty of hot spots, plenty of hope spots. I was like, oh, Takeshita is gonna. Is it? It's not Takeshita. Yeah,
It's Takeshita. It's
Takeshita.
pronounced Takeshita. Yeah.
I know that they cut off their vowels for like.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was just trying to make sure. Cool. Wow. Yeah, and the American crowd was chanting for him. They knew him. They recognized him. I love this. These are not just smart marks. These are like the general population of the audience knew who he was, and I was very impressed and relieved. But yeah, great match. Brian got the win. No fuckery out for the match, right? Daniel just went to the back, and that was it. There was like no one MJF didn't go back out or anything. So clean win. He's got the trials of MJF. I think he has to win like 8 in a row to get the title shot or some shit.
Yeah.
This is I think number 2. So yeah, I think he's gonna take it all the way to the match. I think he's getting to that Iron Man match, safe to say. Ivan, what do you think?
This match for me was
Banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger.
I love how real quick Rich Holland does not look like he knows when to start or stop that chant with Sheamus.
Banger.
Yeah,
Banger.
It's like a bad SNL skit where you have to like copy the person, but you don't know what they're about to say. He's like,
Right.
one more. It's like I love that clip because you can just tell it's like he has no idea.
oh man, it was awesome, man. It just everything. Brian really made this guy look really, really solidly good. I did not expect Brian. Yeah. No, it was both ways, but you know, what I'm more speaking about more the cell wise, how Brian really gave Konosuke that recognition, and that cell was fucking great, man. Just the outside move and that rolling up to the German suplex. Like I was fearing for Brian because I was like, shit, your head, man. He's like, watch your neck, watch your head. I was like, oh, kind of cringe. Like I had to go back and watch it. But when I was watching it, I was cringing most of the time. I was like, damn, this match was insane. And other than that, I mean, MJF. I have a question for you guys after. Let's talk about the match, and we're gonna talk about MJF after, because I do have a question. But other than that, great match. I can't wait for next week. The card next week for Dynamite is gonna be stacked. So I have the list of matches. We'll pull it up right after when we're done with Dynamite. But man, remember I said this. My fear is Brian does not get hurt on any upcoming matches. Don't go too hard in your matches, because if you're gonna go for an hour versus MJF at Revolution, we want you to be healthy. Don't go overboard. That's what I'm afraid of. And put the match
he didn't get the memo in this one because he took that.
No, he didn't.
I don't know what that was. It was an electric chair into a front gory buster into a German suplex combo. I had never seen that before, ever. I was like, I don't understand how that happened.
You're telling me, I was just like, what the fuck is this going on? Like, it just, oh man, it sucks to see. Like I said, I don't want no one to get hurt. And man, Brian overall, man, he goes to put banger matches. I'm with Justin Keith. What? Who? Oh, Konosuke. So fucking amazing that the match was a mega banger. Yes, it was. It was a mega banger. Let's see. Glad that Takeshita is in America full time now. Yes.
Yep.
Same here. I am happy that this man is in America. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, man. That's my take.
No, yeah, I am right there with you guys. I agree 100%. This matchup was fucking awesome. This was one of the matches when it was announced last week I was really looking forward to, just because every time we've seen Konosuke Takeshita on AEW television, he's had amazing matches, whether it's with Eddie Kingston, Jon Moxley, whether it's the match he had with Hangman Page a couple months ago. He puts on amazing matches, and I think it's really awesome that he's going to be a full-time member of the AEW roster now that he lives in the United States. I can see big things for Konosuke Takeshita, and as long as you put him in matches against guys like Bryan Danielson, he had that matchup with Claudio, these guys are going to elevate him even more, because if I'm not mistaken, Konosuke Takeshita is this good, and he's only like 27. Like, he's only going to get a lot better from here, so I think that he's going to be a top star in AEW. I could see him being their first Japanese world champion. He is that good. So, and then you already have MJF mixing up with him on the mic. So I think that we could see him down the line be a huge star for AEW. But overall, this matchup was, in my opinion, if you didn't have the ladder matchup in the main event, this would have been my matchup of the night.
Yeah, absolutely, positively. It was just, and it came at the 1 hour mark. And so it's like, just wow. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that match.
Oh, yeah. But the question I have for you guys is, because, we mentioned it on Saturday, but we haven't got the director's thought, De Niro. And that is MJF's title run with the same insults. Is it getting stale? Is it really getting boring with this type of stories that he tells? It's almost the same thing that he mentions. Is it really getting stale? That's the biggest question here. Because De Niro mentioned it on Saturday when we had, with Devin and Tim, and it just, I don't know.
Yeah, well, what I said was, the title is not doing anything for MJF. He is legit just the same character he's been since he got to AEW. And yeah, there's a charm in that, but after a certain point, there's only one dimension to him. So where is that other side of him? When is that going to be shown, that other side of him? That's why I thought it was interesting before his matchup with Moxley when the firm jumped him, are we going to see a babyface MJF? Is this going to be a different side of him? Ended up not being true. And then he gets the title, and it's still same MJF we've been seeing since 2019 AEW. So that's why I was saying, I think to add another dimension, that's why I brought up, it'll be funny if he lost the title to Bryan Danielson in this matchup, in the Iron Man matchup, just so it could be said that, hey, you're not as good as you thought you were. And then you could have the whole story for the rest of 2023, him being humbled and trying to work his way back up to get that title back. Just because it's a different dimension of MJF and a different side of him that we haven't seen yet. Right now, it's still the same old shit.
Yeah, the only variation that there has been with MJF was, that teased face turn. There's been a lot of clever things, a lot of things I've been interested in. I didn't much care for the Pinnacle with the show tunes, but I accepted it. But I really liked the angle with CM Punk. That was creative. That was very down to earth for them. It was clever and it had great payoff. And then the face turn thing, obviously, we all knew that wasn't going to happen. And then he was going to double down on being a heel. But there hasn't been much innovation in the character, even in his shtick. Compare him to, let's say, just the Acclaimed. Even though they do come out with a new rap every week, the new rap still is getting a reaction. It's clever. There's always something to talk about. MJF has the same 5 buzzwords, and he just puts them in different order every week right now. I'm still entertained by him because I still have that, what's he going to do next vibe from him, but he hasn't done anything to completely shock me since he made fun of, Brian Pillman's dad and mom, where I was like, oh, shit, he is really going hard in the paint on these things. And he kind of hasn't really done that lately. So, but, the Regal thing, we saw that coming. Whatever. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not – the title run doesn't exist. He hasn't defended it yet. He's had it for a month, and he hasn't defended it. So
he had that match against Ricky Starks.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's how boring. That's how, it's a little bit forgettable. I'd like to see what he can do to ramp it up like he used to do. He was stepping it up each week, and now he's kind of plateaued a little bit. So I'm not over him yet, but I do want to see it get ramped back up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it is getting. Yeah, I'm with you. It needs to build, man. This is really too. For me, it's same old shit. Change it up a bit. I know you're a heel champion. You have to be, the one. Hey, I don't need to wrestle. I don't need to do none of that. But get me invested of your title run. And I know a lot of people are, and there's some there isn't. But for me, as of right now, I'm hoping that the match that he has with Bryan at Revolution for 1 hour makes him like, hey, now we can look at your title run. But you don't be booked this way part-time. You're not Roman Reigns. I'm sorry to say that, but you're not Roman. The man, he fought for where he's at. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. Only if I had that clip, Devin, but I know. But, see, Roman paid his, he paid his dues of why he deserves to be where he's at. MJF, and he's not there yet. He got a long way to go. But I need to see relevancy of his title run. I need to get me invested, get me to tune in to see MJF.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how I feel. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, that the Revolution match hopefully can put him to that, and moving forward to see that more from him. I'm hoping, but he's a heel, so we don't know. He's gonna play that smirk, perky, fucking asshole. Like, no, I don't need to wrestle. They're paying me the millions just because. I don't need to wrestle, but. Sometimes you do need to show up and wrestle, buddy, because then people are not going to be really invested in the title run, and they're really going to say that your title run ain't shit. I mean, I'm just saying. They go. I know people are talking shit. Like, no.
Hell no.
Tell me. He didn't just say that.
I did say it. So prove me wrong is what you got to see. Let's see what Nick got to say on the chat. I wouldn't change a thing. This gimmick got him to the dance. This type of character doesn't pay dues. He takes shortcuts.
Well, I don't think we're necessarily asking him to pay dues, but just rewrite the script or turn it up a notch. Turn the heat up.
Just do something different. Like, giving Bryan Danielson the trials of MJF is the same thing he did to Cody Rhodes, same thing he did to Chris Jericho, same thing he did with CM Punk, same thing he did with Wardlow. Like, do something different. Was this the best thing you got? All right, we're going to just go back to the well once again with this shit? It's the same storyline with him every major feud he has.
Yeah, we're not asking him to, wrestle more. We know that that's not the character, and he's going to lose. He's literally just, a better Miz, essentially. And I say that with all due respect, but the Miz took a long time to not get anywhere near where MJF is, in my opinion.
MJF being Bryan does what for MJF? It's the same story every freaking time. And that's why, exactly, Devin, that's why I said, if you have MJF lose, then that's the perfect story. Wow, you just got humbled. You're not as good as you said you were. The whole bidding war of 2024, now what? Like, you're not the champion.
If Regal came back, it was like, told you, that would be great. I would love that.
Word, right? I did sign back to the WWE as William Regal, but I signed to AEW as Steven Regal.
Right.
There you go.
The Ali Act, where you can compete for two different sports.
Exactly.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't thought about that, but that's really fucking true. Oh man. Oh, let's see. Oh, hey, who's better prime, Miz or MJF? Oh,
I don't think MJF hit his prime yet, so I'm gonna say Miz.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Miz too. Yeah, he hasn't hit his prime yet. Too soon.
Yeah, exactly. Miz is definitely, I'd say, past his prime as far as belts go. Obviously,
with the little girl.
That's his peak right there. And although I thoroughly am entertained by the Miz, I don't think Miz is ever going to, like Dolph Ziggler, he's just never going to even probably get the IC belt back. So yeah, and then MJF is 26, Miz is 46. We'll see what happens. No,
is he really?
No, I don't know.
How old is he? It's a good question.
Yeah.
Miz has to be older than me. Please.
You said that with such conviction.
I know, right?
Miz is 46.
He's 42. Come on now.
All right.
Okay,
You're pretty close.
You're I know.
It was a conviction for me.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Oh my god.
Good prediction.
Good prediction.
Good estimation.
Right there. All right. Take us back, director. What we got next?
Now we're going on to the good stuff. I don't know what you got lined up next. Let's see the graphic. I could be wrong.
No, it's
there we go. That's good stuff. Wow.
Yes.
If you were not noticing the ship correction in the women's division right now, you are blind. I don't know how much responsibility to give to Saraya. I don't know if she's actually back there calling shots like Kenny Omega of the women's division. If she is, I give her all the credit in the world, but she's not. I'll give it to who is. But the division is definitely, I think, correcting course. I believe that. I see that in the Jade Cargill thing a little bit, even though she does have like 7 people in all of her segments. And that's the thing we used to not like, was they would put the entire division in one match.
Yeah.
And again, they're doing that with these 4 women in one match. And then what happened on Rampage with the main event. It's still great wrestling. It's great storytelling. It's wrestling that matters. And I think it's angles that we care about. I love the Pillar and the Killer. I can't believe Britt Baker has not turned on Jamie Hayter yet. That seems like an inevitability, that your best friend has the belt that you once held that you want back, and you're not even bringing it up. You have Toni Storm, one of the best to ever do it, and the woman who broke the doors down for the women's division. She got rid of divas. She brought real women's wrestling into the world. She fought with her family. Now she's fighting on AEW Dynamite, Saraya. And then the Shida factor. I love this. Halfway through this match, Carl Shida came down with her Singapore cane. We didn't know what she was going to do. She stood in the corner, Saraya and Britt, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Was very supportive. She stood there just, not interfering much. And she threw, halfway through the match, the Singapore cane dead set right between the faces and the heels. I mean, that thing was Mr. Right down the middle.
The precision.
There was no way you could have predicted that, that was intended for or the other team. Unfortunately, Britt Baker snatched it up, cracked, I believe, Tony with it, got the 1, 2, 3, and now we're left with is Shida turning? Is this a slow progress? Because obviously Saraya picked Tony over Shida. And we definitely think that Shida's going heel, and we need that. I think we do need another heel in the division. These essentially are all 4 faces right here. Even if Britt and Jamie do play the heels, even Jade Cargill sort of gets a cheer when she comes out. Nyla Rose is respected enough. There's almost no – I mean, even Anna Jay and Tay Conti are the only heels in the division, and that's it. We need more. And we need a killer like Shida, who's a former champion in multiple companies, to definitely come out and lay the business down. A good match. Jamie Hayter is over like Rover. Probably one of the pops of the night besides Adam Cole is for Jamie Hayter for sure.
Oh man, hell yeah. Definitely.
That's right. She got Haterade on Toni Storm for the win. Because Saraya ain't taking that loss even in a tag match. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. Yes. But man, the chat is hot right now, man. Look at this. I love this.
Word. Shout
Joko in the house.
Let's see. That's right. She doesn't want to be healed. Yep. See, this is where Tribal Chief is asking the question. I must be blind because we're still getting one women's match, 4 years of AEW. Where's the progress exactly?
Well, we saw 3. Yeah. What? Okay. So we saw 4 shows essentially taped at once, and there was about 4 women's matches. And I know what you're saying about one match that night, but there was a lot of long matches. I guess you could say, like the Daniel Bryan match went on for like 15 minutes. The main event was obviously 20, 25 minutes. The Hangman Page match was easily 15. So, I mean, I don't feel women deprived, even though this is a little bit of what we've complained about. The quality of the match and the storytelling sort of made up for the quantity of the women's matches of the night. And I forgive it. I don't care how many matches there are, as long as those matches are good and I care about them. And this was one of those. This was definitely a great example of that for me.
Okay. All right. All right, fuck, it's my turn, right?
Yeah, why not? Talk about it.
I'll tell you one thing. This match was solid. Good to see Saraya do that front flip. He's like, I'm back. It's my house.
The
You know,
Mick Foley sent on to the outside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Loved it. That was awesome. It was good to see.
When she screamed, "This is my house," we could hear her in the mezzanine.
I was going to ask, did you hear it?
Yeah, it was so fucking loud. Good for her.
She's home, baby, because she lives in LA, so she's home.
Yeah.
You know, so
Calabasas, right down the street.
Yeah, right down. Yeah, closer to you. Yeah, she's not that far from you. Shout out to Donnie Drake, of course. Falling reverse, because I know, you know, but that's a different topic. But this match was great. I enjoyed it. Good to see Saraya, you know, get, you know, offensive, you know, offensive moves that we've been dying to see for her. She did a good job. Tony as well. Man, these 4 women are, man. I get what, you know. I get what Tribal Chief is saying. I know. I get you. But progress. This should have been earlier. But I'm hoping it develops more and more and more. We're gonna get into Rampage because there's one thing we will talk about women's matches. We'll talk about what happened at that Rampage. That was fuck. Oh my god. But other than that, man, this was I enjoyed it. It was awesome. Good tag team matchup. I see Sheeta. Hell yeah, I'm with you. Turner heel. We do need a heel person like her. I think she'll kind of like really, you know, wake up. I noticed we do have a lot of heels. We have, of course, we have Athena. We have Jade Cargill.
She's technically more of an ROH girl right now, though. I haven't seen her since.
Yeah, that's true. But I just hope that I don't know. I just hope they do something. But I'm just naming the heels in the women's roster right now. So you have Athena, you have Jade Cargill, you have, of course, Tay Mello, Anna Jay, you have Hayter and Britt.
You have them playing. They're supposed to be heels, but we know that they're cheered.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
that's fine.
There's really not a lot of pure booed women right now.
You still have you mentioned Nyla Rose. Who else do we have? Layla Gray, who's with Jade Cargill. You still have
where is the Jeff Jarrett of the women's division?
Who is?
Who is the Jeff? Who? Tell me who.
The Jeff Jarrett.
Who is the Jeff Jarrett of the women's division?
Who is female slapnuts?
Oh, Serena Deeb.
I miss her. Where the hell is she at?
When she was doing her heel run, when she got like super jacked and in shape and running through the indies, yeah, that was Jeff Jarrett.
Word. Give her a guitar.
Yeah, that she doesn't even play.
Well, yeah, I mean, good matchup. Go ahead, De Niro.
This matchup was fucking amazing matchup. I love it. And you want to talk about progression? We went, like, if you want to talk about AEW when it first started and the Nightmare Collective and all that bullshit, and then you compare that to this type of matchup, that's progression. You know, it might be still one match on the show, and I've been a strong advocate for the women getting more time and more matches on the show and more storylines, but this is progression because this was 4 of the best women in the world putting on a fucking banger of a match on a show that has so many bangers that this still stood out as a great, great matchup. So I really, really think that this matchup was awesome. And yeah, so awesome to see Saraya back in the ring. Toni Storm, one of the best in the world. And Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker right now, I think it's really intriguing to see where they're going to go. Like Chris said, it's inevitable that we're going to see one of them turn on each other. More than likely, Britt Baker turning on Jamie Hayter to get a title shot. But right now, the team, I love the team. So I hope that does not happen anytime soon because right now it's working for me.
You see, where's Serena? Serena's waiting for more time in the wings. I guess I'm right. I mean,
yeah.
Where is she, man? I do miss her because, man.
Catering.
Damn it. Why? She should not be in catering, damn it. She should be booked in the story, damn it. Damn it, Tony Khan. Do something here, man. Come on.
That's fucking bullshit.
You're bullshit, damn it. You always fucking shit up with the women's division. Damn it. All right. I digress. What's next, director?
We've got the Jericho Appreciation Society segment with Ricky Starks and Action Andretti. Not much to talk about because we have a 2-on-7 segment where you're just basically talking shit back and forth and trying to out-clever each other. I didn't like the comments from Action about how you need to keep your hands on your wife because she can't keep her hands out of my pants. Like, I don't care if that was written by Sammy. I mean, that's just super, like, weird. It's a weird angle with no basis. Now, if they had, like, attacked, like, Angelo and Anna Jay for the Jungle Boy thing, I would have laughed my fucking pantaloons off. That would have been hilarious. But no, I didn't. Jericho, like, Ricky beat Jericho clean 1, 2, 3. So now we're probably going to get Action versus Daniel Garcia. Totally into that. But then there's probably going to be interference. So then what? I don't know. The only prediction is that Ricky Starks enlists like Wardlow and FTR, and then we have another Stadium Stampede, and I would be okay with that. But right now, I kind of don't really know where it's going, and I don't want to talk more about the segment longer than it ran, which would be right now.
I already got nothing to say about that segment because it didn't intrigue me, to be honest. Because it's the same.
You agree with me then? Cool. What about you?
I agree too. I mean, the only thing I did like about this was Ricky Starks. In the NWA, he used to go by the Stroke Daddy Ricky Starks, and then when he went to AEW, he had to change it to Absolute because Stroke Daddy was a little too explicit. But he did call himself Stroke Daddy.
Like he was stroking out a lot, or like
I have no idea, but he did call himself the Stroke Daddy once again here on this segment. So shout out to Stroke Daddy Ricky Starks.
Cool.
Nice. Yeah, but that's all I got to say about that.
All right, on to the match that we didn't think we would care enough to get to, and we were hook, line, and sinker the entire 7 series. Death Triangle with Abraham Abrahantes versus the Elite with Brandon Cutler. Tied 3-3 going into the 7th match, the Escalera de la Muerte ladder match. This it goes down in the history of ladder matches as a top 10, in my opinion. It started fast and furious early. We were getting tables and ladder spots almost the moment it started. I love the segment where Kenny went for the Tope con Hilo, missed, went through the table, and right after that, Matt Jackson went for crossbody onto Pac and hit that on the outside onto the table. Later in the night, we had the 450 from Nick. I actually don't know if it was Nick or Matt, whoever hit those. But the 450 to the outside through the table, fantastico. Love that. Chef's kiss.
Wow.
Yes. Someone else got guinea pigs? Who has guinea pigs?
That's my guinea pigs right now. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I got a guinea pig too. And you
hey, awesome.
Hey.
I got 3 guinea pigs and a chinchilla and 2 dogs.
Hungry. Yeah, they're hungry right now. It's probably the Same.
Yeah.
Mine will do that. Yeah, so many spots in this match. I mean, I wouldn't even say this might be the best match they could have put on, but they definitely put on a just crazy match. I'll cut right to the finish, which I thought there was going to be a Canadian Destroyer off the top of the ladder. The ladders were set up. One was at an angle, and then there was a ladder coming off of it on the rope. I thought there was going to be a Canadian Destroyer over the ladder onto the other ladder that was bridged between the ladder and the ropes.
Nasty.
I was like, that needs to happen. But what they did do was the package pile driver onto it, which was sick. Then Kenny hit the One Wing Angel on Ray Fenix, which I thought also was going to be onto that bridged ladder. But even worse, it was to the ring itself. I'd say about 9 feet down, which took Fenix out of the match completely. And I was like, okay, that's it. But I didn't even see Pac anywhere near the ring. I think he was like buried under the ring post somewhere. But as soon as Kenny hit that One Wing Angel, he was selling it, and Pac hit that red arrow out of nowhere. And it still got blocked. Kenny still blocked it. It was so fast. Go watch that sequence. It was so insane. Somehow Kenny recovered, got up. I loved the first 10 minutes of the match. They were climbing the ladder like they were real people with real stamina and could climb that thing really fast. But they reverted to pro wrestling logic and started doing the one wrong a minute movements, which, I mean, God damn it. I thought Death Triangle was going to get it. I thought somebody was going to do something crazy.
Why do they always do that? Sorry to cut you off, but I was like, why do they always do that shit?
I hate it too because I've never been so tired in a pro wrestling match. I can't climb a goddamn ladder. But I get it. It's again like I bring up suspended disbelief. I get it. Yeah. Iron Man is really iron. I thought when Kenny was up there was going to be some cool like Edge and Jeff Hardy thing where like maybe like Penta El Zero like did something like a Poison Rana or something and win because I definitely wanted Death Triangle to win. They had the belts to begin with. I think they should have kept them. It kind of feels like the terms and conditions of getting the Elite back to TV was them getting the belts. Is what it is. I'm cool with both teams winning it. Kenny has it with the Elite. The next feud absolutely has to be House of Black. House of Black has to take the belts too. But we need to get that main event run of House of Black. That is exactly what I've been waiting for since its inception. And I hope that's the next feud. I really would be sad if it wasn't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I've been asking for that feud for a long time. I would love that.
See. Man, I forgot to mention one thing about the women's matchup that I forgot. I'm going to say it very quick. When the lights went off for
fucking goddamn it.
Forgot about that.
Be up to speed because this was not probably covered on TV.
I know.
Wow. Because I don't think it was.
Okay. Ivan, you give me a second. I'm not going to speak for you, but I'm going to get some graphics pulled up.
Pull for the graphics. Well, after the women's matchup, before they went to the segment that they had.
Don't spoil it yet.
Yeah. And for a minute, because the women were still in the ring. Like, they were still there, right? Britt and Jamie. I'm like, the lights went off, and we were like, what? We all, that couldn't be.
Oh, you all thought it was Mercedes?
Yeah, everybody thought it was Mercedes, bro. Everybody.
Flipped the fuck out for no reason.
Was it just a technical difficulty?
Yeah, it was just technical difficulty.
Oh, man.
So the lights went out right when they got to the bottom of the ramp. And everybody fucking popped. Everybody knew it was her. Everybody popped. I was ready.
Damn.
And the lights came on, and then they just walked back to the gorilla position, and we were left wildly unfulfilled.
Damn.
I don't know if that made it to air. I didn't pick up on it making it.
Nah, I don't think it did. And I'll tell you this. They had to fucking. Wow. No, I don't remember seeing that. I'll tell you this right now. They had to have a fucking bigger of a match just so you could get the fans happy again, because I'm sure everyone was very disappointed at that.
Yeah, I would have passed out. I was screaming so loud the blood was rushing to my head. I felt like a F-16 pilot in top zero speed, whatever it's called. Yeah, I was like, I can't breathe. It's Mercedes Moné's coming out right now, which is, I was like, wow, they're doing it on TV. Damn. I'm cool with that. Because, they've done so many cool things. Like, Bryan Danielson came out and we popped for it. But then Adam Cole came out the same night and we popped for it. It's like, wow, they did 2 in one night.
So Rhea just had a big debut on TV.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I would not be surprised if Mercedes came out and picked her feud with a Saraya. I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, if that would have happened, we would have flipped, bro. We would have flipped, and
that's crazy.
It was a technical difficulty. I'll look for it and watch. I'll look for it, and then you guys will see it. I'll forward it to you guys in the chat. But yes,
all right.
All right. My thoughts, main event, just like how Justin right here in the chat, main event was awesome, just incredibly predictable. They basically used 7 awesome matches to draw out the inevitable and distract everyone to the fact that they were putting the belts back on the Elite. Very solid point. I think we all saw it coming, which is why the fact they gave it a Death Triangle in the first place, because of the whole situation. I mean, if we're talking about, outside of the ring wise in regards to that, I agree. I'm not disagreeing there. However, yes, these matches were great. I think for me, starting from 5 and up the first one was great. I'll say that. But I think the last, 2, 3, and 4 was until they hit it to 5. Then I was more invested. But other than that, this is a great match, great main event. You can never go wrong with these 6 individuals going at it, man. They can go 1-on-1. They can go as a tag or a 6-man. These guys will fucking deliver, and they always. And shout out to the Death Triangle for holding those belts. For it sucks that they didn't really do much title runs, with them.
I mean, technically, they defended them 6 times in a row in just this feud, sort of, in a way.
Right.
in a way, but I think, like how Bakley was saying here, they should spread up, because here's my concern now we need to start focusing on those AEW's tag team titles. I'm not saying that the Acclaim are not doing that, but I would love to see Lucha Bros to get back, or go after the Ring of Honor tag team titles, or anything in particular. And I want Pac to go after the Atlantic title or go after the TNT. Where the hell is Miro? I mean, there's so much shit. I need House of Black.
Yeah,
right.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought we were gonna see House of Black come out right after like when the show was over. I thought it was gonna go pitch black.
We absolutely thought that too. There was no reason for them to not come out.
And it didn't happen. And it's an unfortunate it did not happen, but yeah, that feud needs to happen already. And I know Dom's saying hopefully those titles are not hot potatoes. I hope not either. But if that's the case, so be it. I'd rather have House of Black have those titles. They could do something with it, and they could go even anything with House of Black. Give them something. Give them either the tag team titles, anything. I don't care. They just, you brought them back to break. You start booking them now. Like I said, I know I'm overshadowing the main event, but I just, for me is we need to start seeing, we start seeing the tag team titles up there now with the trios. Okay, now you give them the Elite start feuds now, but no more best out of 7. Let's never do this again. This should be the last time they should do this best out of 7.
Oh, it's the last time these 6 are going to wrestle anybody in any configuration of each other ever again. They don't ever need to wrestle.
Hope, yes, let's hope so. See what David got to say. They didn't even care about the best out of 7. Honestly, they don't even care about the props, the culture props.
Hey, man, if this isn't exciting for you, Tiger Woods is back in the PGA Tour, man. You can watch old men slice golf balls into sand traps all day long.
But yeah, man, for me,
tennis is still a thing, right?
I have no idea.
Competitive chess, that might be more his style.
Fickle. They're fickle.
I love the Vegan Warrior, man. That's one of my that's my favorite Daniel Bryan ever.
Oh, yeah,
I just want, like I said, I just want this fucking trios division to do something. And I do not want to see these guys wrestle again. If Tony Khan brought these titles to make them relevant, now let's do it. Give it to House of Black. Give them a feud. Fuck, I don't care. But just don't make it best out of 7. Don't do that. No, I don't want that to happen. No,
I don't think we're going to see another best out of 7. Best out of 7's happen like once every 10 years. Like we're not going to see that for a while. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I would like to see though is House of Black. Take it from the Elite.
Right. Take it away, dinner. I'm already good.
I mean, I honestly can't say anything you guys haven't already said. This matchup was fucking insane. Like, I agree with Chris. I would put this top 10 most craziest ladder matches in my opinion. I've seen a couple of ladder matches live. I was there in 1998 to see The Rock versus Triple H ladder match live, right?
MSG,
SummerSlam 98.
Yes,
I seen these like matches live, and like I would put this up there with, and I know people are gonna shit all over this, but I would put this up there with the triple ladder match from WrestleMania 20 with the Hardys, the Dudleys, and Edge and Christian. This matchup was just that fucking crazy. It was nonstop action, balls to the wall. It went like 25 minutes, and these guys were going full speed ahead the whole time. So yeah, I'm with that. Like I'm happy that the Elite won though, because I know everyone wants the Death Triangle to win, and it was like, oh, the Elite is just being handed the titles again. But I'm happy the Elite won because I was saying all the way back when the Elite did come back that I want to see House of Black versus the Elite. And I also think it is time, just like I believe Dan said in the chat, I think it is time to split up the Death Triangle. Let them do their own separate thing. Let the Lucha Bros go back to the tag division that is lacking a lot of tag teams right now. Let them go back there, have Pac do his own thing, maybe work his way up to a world title matchup but I wouldn't be mad if they separate. But yeah, come on, like don't even give the House of Black the Elite. Feed the House of Black the Elite. Just fucking let the House of Black run right through them. If you remember when the House of Black, they returned, I believe it was like a month ago, they cut that promo saying that they're going to like rid AEW of whatever, like the cancer that's destroying it and the scum of AEW. Like, I thought that was a perfect way to set up for them to get rid of the Elite, right? Not saying that the Elite is a cancer to AEW, but like if you look at the guys who are the not the VIPs, the EVPs, they're the EVPs of the company. They're getting into fights backstage. Like, this is perfect. Like, just set it up. Fucking have Malachi Black kick the shit out of Kenny Omega right back to New Japan. Like, do it.
Brandon Cutler goes for the ice. Julia hits him with the poison.
Right? Yeah, what if he ices the poison mid-spit and you just see a fucking poison just stay there stuck?
Kind of like when a Hadouken from Ken hits a Hadouken from Ryu. Just
exactly, right? When just
because I don't know Dragon Ball Z enough to know. So
I was going to say Dragon Ball Z. Like when Gohan,
something I know.
When Gohan and Cell both had Kamehameha and they were clashing against each other, and Gohan's dead father Goku had to come back alive for a split second to give him the extra energy to push through. That's what we need to see here.
Yeah, that.
Oh man, like I said, we need to see House of Black get involved, and hopefully we see him. Oh, I hope we get to see something with them, man. Tony Khan, like I said, I when he introduced the trios title, I really wasn't too happy about it because I already fucking knew it was gonna be for the Elite. I already knew it. It was bound to happen to give it to the Elite. There was no chance that he was not gonna give it to them. He was going to give it to them. Oh, here, guys, do your favor. Like, am I happy? I'm not. I'm not happy about it. But now we have trios. Okay, use them. And now House of Black is one of them. Even though I'd rather have House of Black heading a different direction, have Malachi go after the main belt, and have Buddy Murphy and Brody King go after the tag team titles. Cool. I will be happy about that, and give Julia more matches, even though we see her on Dark most of the time. But like I said, I want to see what they're gonna do, how they're gonna build it, and how they're gonna do this, because I'm just curious. I'm really, really curious of how they're gonna do it. We'll see.
Before we finish talking about AEW, I just want to point out, and Chris, you sent me a picture while you guys were there live. I want to point out that AEW last week, I said they did a half-ass job on doing a full reboot and new look, because the ring was exactly the same as it was in the old look. And this week they had a new looking ring. They had the new looking barricades with the new color scheme and all that. So Tony Khan is listening.
He's listening.
What if he's in the chat right now? What if he just like writes in the chat?
What if it is?
What up, guys?
It's probably just in time 2011. That's Tony Khan. For sure. Look how, I love that. Yeah. Those are all totally. I was gonna try to do a Tony Khan impression, but I don't know if I can. It's good to see all of you here at Dynamite tonight. We have great show. We're very excited.
Thank you for coming, guys.
I think you're coming. That's bullshit.
Hey, seeing Tony Khan, he's super active. I'll tell you that right now.
He's a major mark, and he definitely puts in the work.
He definitely does.
Yeah. But speaking of putting in work, I want to cover very brief is Rampage very quick, because we were there. We saw that 2 matches that really got me invested in Rampage. And by the way, Paul Walter Hauser, people don't know, that guy's from Karate Kid. So just in case if you guys don't know, we were there. We saw Cobra Kai. Yes, Cobra Kai. Of course, we did see the Acclaim fuck up their entrance.
Wasn't aired. I guarantee that didn't air.
It wasn't, but of course, the IWC community put it all over the social media. So you saw that. I think everybody saw that. Hey, it's Tony Khan.
Hey, Tony Khan with a burner account. What up, Tony?
He is listening. But one thing I will say, this was a great opening match. Darby Allin and Rock Hard Juice Robinson. I've been a big fan of Juice ever since he went and turned. I think for me, the best Juice I ever seen when him and Moxley for the IWGP US title. Great. That's a great version of Juice Robinson. I'm happy for him. Darby Allin, great matchup. I'll tell you that this match was great. We got to see more Rock Hard Juice Robinson, Tony Khan. We got to see more of him. And hey, there you go. Why don't you put him with Adam Cole? Let's see what they're gonna do. You never know, right?
They had a great match. They had a great match in New Japan. Like if you go back, I believe like New Japan first had what's it called? When Adam Cole was, according to my high level sources, Tony Khan is watching COD. Now, when if you remember the original run where Adam Cole joined the Bullet Club, and you had Juice Robinson first come to New Japan, they had a matchup, and it was pretty good. So I like to see him run it back.
Oh yeah, I hope so too. But this match for me was great. I don't know if you saw De Niro, obviously.
I did. Fucking awesome matchup.
Break it down. I want to hear your take about.
I thought it was kind of long and kind of dull. I mean, I don't know. Maybe because it was like the beginning of the 4th hour of wrestling.
Yeah,
but I was way more entertained by matches after this one, so it can't be that. I just thought
I went to an AEW show, and Rampage, if I'm not mistaken, if it's still like this, but Rampage starts like maybe like 10 minutes after Dynamite goes off the air.
Yeah,
right.
Yes.
So it went. It was Dark, then Dynamite, then one match on Elevate, and then Rampage.
All right, so you had only a couple minutes probably to really recover from that crazy ass ladder matchup. I'm sure you guys were going crazy for all those spots. So I'm sure you were pretty tired by this time. But me tuning in on Friday when it aired and like feeling fresh out of SmackDown, I thought this was a really good matchup. I thought that they did their thing. But I agree with you because I like I said, I believe it was the Grand Slam show, the first Grand Slam show in Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York. And it was a 2-hour Rampage because it was the Grand Slam Rampage. People were saying that the main event of Rampage was one of the best Rampage's main events with Minoru Suzuki and Jon Moxley. And I was half asleep. I was like, yeah, this couldn't end any sooner. And it's because, I was fucking spent from 5 hours of wrestling. So definitely, I could understand why you would think that this would not translate live to some of the viewers who watched it for the first time on Friday.
Indeed. But I really enjoyed this match. I don't. So you didn't enjoy much, director?
Oh no, I love the House of Black versus Ortiz and Eddie King match. Thought that was pretty good. Really odd storytelling in that one, especially when Ortiz went to hit Julia Hart with something, and Eddie went to hit her, and then Ortiz stopped him. I was like, bro, what are you doing? I thought that's kind of cool. And then I love the main event. Main event was fantastic. That Ruby Soho and Mercedes Nightingale, whatever. What is her name?
Oh my god,
Willow Nightingale.
Willow Nightingale came out just like the Dudleys. I immediately knew it was the Dudleys. Loved it. I got the tables. She even did get the tables. I love that.
Look at that shit.
I need to watch it. I didn't watch the tape version yet, but I mean, I didn't see the blood on Ruby until it was like how it is in these pictures. And wow. That's just wow.
Yeah, Ruby looks like she's in a Saw movie.
Yeah, she's
damn.
Man, Anna Jay took that spot off, because you saw Willow. She's the one that broke the table. They landed wrong. I mean, Anna Jay landed right on the cement. Obviously, man, yeah, she missed it. It happened, shit happens. It's Anna Jay a lot of problems because she still continued the match. I cannot say nothing wrong, nothing bad about these 4 women. You want to talk about main event? They main evented. They fucking put a hell of a fucking show. I mean, a main event. I'll tell you that. I was really, really happy to see these 4 women main evented, and really, really fucking man.
So MJF recently tweeted, I think recently in the past couple of days, something like he was defending Anna Jay, like we put our lives on the line for this, and you have the audacity to talk shit on a hard worker like Anna Jay. Is he referring to things that have happened to her recently, or just her career in general? Because I've never won
just this botch that happened.
What was it during that match? Do you have it?
Yeah, his tweet. I'm looking for it right now. Or you're looking for the picture with that botch.
So people were just mad about the botch, and they were just getting on Anna Jay about it.
Is that what?
Yeah.
I mean, I just have the tweet was just him defending her, saying like we put our lives like, and then at the end of it, he's like, that's the reason I don't wrestle so much is, I'll put my paycheck before my health. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I get that, of course, obviously, always. But I didn't know if it was in reference to something she had done or something that happened to her, or just that people don't like her in general.
Yeah. Let me see. Why is she getting criticized? It was Willow.
Yeah, you don't have a video of the spot, so I should just go look it up because I didn't know there was a botch until.
No, are you talking about when like off the ramp when Willow does the powerbomb and she like overthrew? Yeah, that to be honest, I'm with Devin there. That's kind of on Willow. She kind of overshot it and threw Anna Jay right to the concrete, and that's not really on Anna Jay to take it. Like, how are you supposed to take that any different if you're the one taking the power bomb?
I have it right here. Anna Jay took a scary bump during Rampage. It's about a minute, so I'm gonna watch it with sound off.
It's like
that to the ramp from the ramp to the outside. See, we were facing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. So we were facing. So if you look at the top of the power bomb, Anna Jay would be facing where we were facing.
Yeah.
So she's looking. She's going backwards. She's facing literally us. We're straight ahead of her. And so we don't see the table. We don't see the landing. I didn't know it was a table. I thought it was just the cushions, like the big covered cushions, like with the styrofoam and everything.
Yeah.
She misses that table completely, goes right on the floor. We saw a bunch of medical staff come out, but we just thought it was kayfabe. We just thought it was, what you do.
Oh.
No, she died.
That's not on Anna Jay, though, to be honest.
Not at all.
So for Anna Jay to be taking that, Chris, you would appreciate this. That would be like every time fucking Mike Awesome did an awesome bomb on somebody, like when he would awesome bomb people and just toss them on their fucking head to the outside through a table. That would be like saying, "Oh, well, you sold that wrong." Like, no, Mike Awesome fucking didn't protect me. You know what I mean?
I remember, like I even commented, like, "Oh, the ref jumped over the pyro to get down," and now I see why. Jesus fucking Christ! Holy shit! I'm about to cry. That's bad.
It's bad. Well, I guess I guess the tweet. Well, yeah, fans on social media criticized the match, so that's why MJF he wrote what he said. What we do is real. Our lives can end in the ring in an instant. Anna Jay put her body on the line for your entertainment, and you have the balls to criticize her. That's why I don't rush to please the internet fans. So I rush to please my wallet. I'm like,
yeah, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong
at all.
Maybe
now I want MJF to keep the title. No.
Yeah, maybe like they might be judging her decision to take the bump, which is victim blaming, which I don't agree with either. But yeah, that was all Willow.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that was all Willow's. God
damn, I had Jack's part 2.
Oh no!
I wouldn't go that far.
I wouldn't go that far.
Nia Jax was punching bitches right in the fucking face. Like,
careers. Even got the shirt, not this one, but the Becky shirt.
Iconic moment, but should have never happened.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it shouldn't have. But man, yeah, this main event was awesome, man. I'm happy that the women main evented, and kudos to these 4, man. I think they did a fantastic job to carry on. The opening matchup, and it was only 3, so you had that, and then you had, of course, House of Black versus Eddie Kingston and Ortiz. Boy, I'm excited for next week's. Look at this card for next week. Yeah, the Young Bucks versus Top Flight. You have Kushida, who's going to be challenging Darby Allin for the TNT title. You have Orange Cassidy being Chito for the middle. Willow Nightingale versus Toni Storm. Bryan Danielson versus Bandito. And Jake Hager versus Ricky Starks.
That's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Man, this is going to be insane fucking matches that are coming up, man. I tell you that.
I have a question, though. Ivan,
Yes.
What was your thoughts on seeing Jeff Jarrett live with the guitar shot on that Golden Globe winning actor that I forgot his name?
Why am I not surprised you were wait? I was waiting for you to ask me that damn fucking question about it. I was waiting for you.
What was your thoughts of hearing the King of the Mountains theme song?
I think Matt was right next to me. He was the one who was like, slap nuts. Like, yeah, ain't I great? I'm like, oh my God.
So
I do like the theme, I do like the combination theme song. I said, yeah, I do like it. I do, but
I'm going to put this out here live on the air. I've been in communications with Jeff Jarrett the last couple days.
Shit.
No, all jokes aside, right? Working on trying to get him on the show. And if I do get Jeff Jarrett on the show, I would love if Ivan is also on the show with me.
Oh my God, no! I don't want because I'm gonna get into it with him. I will.
Ain't he great?
Of course he is. He's doing his job. He is getting under my skin. Yes, I'll give you that.
Good question.
Yes, good question on this one. To add a second women's match, okay, which one would I remove?
Jay Lethal versus Orange Cassidy, because that's going to be another loss for Jay Lethal that he does not need to take. So
yes, I will actually get rid of that and put him for Rampage, and have another women's matchup right here.
Yeah,
it should be Anna Jay versus Willow Nightingale. That's what it should be.
Anna Jay needs a week off the rest.
Kushida for the belt. I love that match. Kushida and Darby's gonna be sick as fuck. I want to see Darby versus so many names. Kenta Kobashi.
Ooh,
right? Is that what I'm thinking of?
I think you're thinking of Kenta.
Wait, not Kenta Kobashi.
Kenta?
Yeah, Kenta.
No, not Kenta Kobashi. Fucking Golden Lovers.
Oh, Kota Ibushi.
Oh, Cody Ibushi.
I was gonna say Kenta Kobashi. I think he retired in like 2008.
Sorry, Kota Ibushi would be the match. Darby versus
That'd be
Kota,
fire.
Like a fucking hardcore match.
Hell yeah.
Not even like a hardcore match, but just like a no rules match. No DQ match. Yeah, goddamn. Even Cage My IQ knew who I meant. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you.
There you go.
I want to see Darby Allin versus Chono.
Yeah.
Cody Bush, man, Jesus. Like I said, all right. Like I said, I will get rid of that match. I will definitely add.
Who would back up?
Oh, okay. The card, yes. While you're doing that, I'm doing something else. There's your card.
Jake Hager versus Ricky Starks. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. That's all right. And yeah, that made it. Tony Storm, Willow Nightingale. Why? They're in two completely different angles.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I mean, it's all right. It's fine. It's weird. They're both faces. Okay, unless they're gonna do like a thing where like Sheeta comes out and attacks Tony. That's probably what that's for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that main event though. God damn, I'm already looking forward to that. Bentito does stuff that like I was like, wow, I've never seen like a fucking springboard German suplex or whatever just crazy shit.
Now, yeah, Bandito is one of my favorite luchadors. Like I seen him live at House of Glory, and live is so much better than fucking watching on TV because I was just in awe of what this man could do. Insane.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm with you. Why did match? Why did they put Willow and Tony Storm?
I think it's because Sheeta's going to come out and have something's going to happen with Sheeta. That's why the only reason you would have two faces and two different angles do that.
Yeah,
because Tony Storm was the one that was picked over Sheeta for that tag match last week. So I think that's what that is. That's my prediction.
Yep, I agree.
Okay. And then we do have Ring of Honor was announced too that are coming on March 31st to LA, and they're coming to the Galen Center at USC. They're doing it there. So
Ring of Honor is pissing me off, but we'll save that for another day.
I know it's pissing you off.
Tony Khan said at the media conference or the press scrum after Final Battle, on the first Dynamite of the year, we will announce the Ring of Honor television show. We're on Dynamite number 2, and we announce a pay-per-view 2 months away.
Right.
The fuck?
Yeah. I
and also you're skipping one of the big shows that Ring of Honor does every year in February, which is the anniversary show. this is going to be the 21-year anniversary. We skipped the 20-year anniversary because Ring of Honor was still in the middle of the sale, and they didn't have a buyer until after their 20-year anniversary, which is a huge milestone. But then you're going to skip the 21-year anniversary show. That kind of sucks also.
It does, man. It really does. It sucks, man. But I don't know what they're gonna do with Ring of Honor, man. What are they doing with Ring of Honor, guys? Tell us.
No idea.
Tell us.
It's going to be on Honor Club. They're going to be doing it at Universal Studios, just like Impact did for the old TNA Impact days at Universal Studios, which is where they shoot Dark now. And it's already confirmed that it's going to be at Universal. It's going to be on Honor Club. And we just keep on hearing Tony Khan say, well, I'm going to announce when we're going to run shows soon. And then it was, I'm going to tell you when I'm going to announce it on the first Dynamite of 2023. And now there's no fucking news about whether it's going to be, starting soon, what's going on. If Ring of Honor is just, hey, we're going to have a show every 3 months and we're going to have 4 shows a year, then what's the point of this? If it's just to buy their, fucking video library, then just put out the fucking video library and just let it be, I guess.
Like a Beatles song.
Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Now, before anything, ladies and gentlemen, before we let you guys go, we have one more thing I need to announce. And go place your votes as well. And I'll tell you right now, because I'm typing it down. Bear with me for 1 minute here. At SoCal. Okay. Let's see. Vote. Or sorry, my apologies. I know I'm trying to.
No worries.
Try to get this done because I want to make sure everybody does know. And before, let me go in the comments and see what we got here. We got in the comments. Okay, yeah, better off bringing me on with you.
Oh, okay. Jeff Jarrett's running Ring of Honor. Okay.
His house, yeah, Jeff Jarrett's house. You worked in Florida, still in the works. He mentioned, yeah, okay, all right. But yes, one thing I do want to mention to everyone here who are watching and listening as well, make sure you go to buy your purchase tickets for January 27th PCW Ultra, the anniversary show, 7 years anniversary. And also do not forget it. SoCal's back. We're SoCalUncensored.com. Make sure you go to SoCalUncensored.com.
The real SCU.
The real SCU. And vote for Viva Van as for
I already
SoCal
did.
female wrestler.
I literally will prove it to you right now. Keep talking.
Yes.
I will do it live on the air right now.
Yes. Vote for Viva Van for SoCal Woman of the Year. Make sure you can follow them on Twitter. Go to SoCal Uncensored. You'll find them there. They're the old school. See, there you go. Women, yep, there you go.
Told you I did it. Ain't no liar in this household.
No, hell no. There's never a lies here. No. I'm doing it right now. Doing it right now. Where the hell is it?
I'm just texting. I'm lying. No, I'm joking. Nah, about to do it right now.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you vote for Viva Van for SoCal female wrestler for us in SoCal, man. She has been putting phenomenal work for her. She's Viva 6 belts for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit. Make sure you guys vote for her, and because this was actually one of the greatest things about SoCal Uncensored. They do every year. They always do these for. Obviously for Southern California, independent wrestlers, they have, SoCal Male Wrestler of the Year, Tag of the Year, and now stuff for Female of the Year. So make sure you guys put your votes on.
SoCal Uncensored is the lifeblood of SoCal wrestling. They've been around since at least 1999. You can find an interview of mine on there. It's fucking old as shit. It's quite the read, but no, they are very in tune with what's going on. You would not have so many wrestlers exposure. You wouldn't have Millennium Pro Wrestling. You wouldn't have Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, in my opinion, without SCU out there really just tying it all together in one nice little bow.
Indeed.
That's where I used to get my PWG and XPW results.
Yep. Because they do like it. I know that it's a little outdated on some parts of the forum. I think they actually took the forum down.
Yeah.
But they do, as far as I know, do live updates for indie shows. At least they have. I don't know how up to date they are, but I'm glad to see they're still active. That logo, same logo from like '99. I swear to God, I love it.
They have not changed theirs at all.
You can change that logo. That logo was made on like Foxfire or Angel Fire. I mean,
Angel Fire. Yeah. That's fucking old school right there.
And for those who don't know, Brian Danielson, Christopher Daniels said in an interview that the reason why he named the team SCU was to pay homage to SoCalUncensored.com.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, man, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, put on your votes right now. Go to SoCalUncensored.com. Vote for Viva Band, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. Ladies and gentlemen, what a great Sunday. We ended with a bang. Sunday special for sure. I'm happy. The director's happy. De Niro's happy. We'll be back coming up this week. Thursday regular scheduled program. We'll be back because we got a lot to talk about. I know the director will be busy, but hopefully he'll join us for Thursday because that's a great lineup of matches you probably don't want to miss. But there's a reason why this man probably will not be with us, which I'm looking for that picture because something else is coming up. That is this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. For all you SoCal pro wrestling, SoCal fans out there who loves Fate Destroyed, come see them this Sunday coming up, January 22nd. Yes, the day after your birthday. As Fate Destroyed, headlining the whiskey, of course, they're gonna rock out with their
musical instruments appropriately placed.
Yes, what he said. Make sure you catch up, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to be headlining the show, of course, alongside with Wasted Ink. Better than I. Who's the other DMT? Correct? Oh, and I don't know who's the other two.
Look at it right now. We got Rattlesnake Mafia coming all the way out from like Indianapolis, I believe. We played a show with them on the last tour. Hollywood Nightmare, DMT, Preacher, Better Than I, Wasted Ink, and Ravenous Wolves.
Awesome. On my way. All right, I'm on your way.
Awesome,
of course. So, director might be busy this week to come out of the show, but because he got to get ready for all of y'all fans to kick ass.
Yeah, I don't know how many pods I can make this week, but I'll be back to regularly scheduled program for sure after the show.
Absolutely, and of course, De Niro let the people know. We'll let DeLorean talk.
Yeah, Wrestling Delorean Podcast. Almost forgot the name of my podcast. It's been so fucking long. But Wrestling Delorean Podcast will be back tomorrow. We are going to be talking about Monday Night Raw, the final Monday Night Raw of 1997. Right before we go into 1998, we are on the road to In Your House Degeneration X. We're going to be talking all about that. Ken Shamrock versus Shawn Michaels, Triple H versus Sergeant Slaughter in a boot camp match. That should be very interesting. And Butterbean versus Mark Miro. We're going to be talking about that and more, but Wrestling Delorean Podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday this week.
Right, you heard it right, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, we're back with our MMA. So first MMA coming back because we have UFC 283 coming up this Saturday,
like
January 21st. It's been a month since we haven't done it.
It's a pay-per-view.
Is it a pay-per-view or is this like a regular event? Because this one looks like
pay-per-view. We're talking about Teixeira versus Hill?
Yeah. Is it on ESPN Plus? Okay.
That's a pay-per-view.
Okay.
Why would it not? Of course, that has to be a pay-per-view. There's no way they would have a title match like that in Brazil and not be a pay-per-view.
That's very
Maybe it's a free pay-per-view, which they do sometimes. Jesus Christ. Glover Teixeira. Let's find that out. That's weird.
Yeah. Glover Teixeira versus Jamal Hill and Davidson Figueroa versus Brandon Moreno. Gilbert Burns versus Neil Magny. Jessica Andrade versus Lauren Murphy. Paul
UFC 283. That's it's listed as a pay-per-view event. I don't know if you're paying for it though.
No, I'll pay for it. Of course, always pay for it. That's the important thing of white.
I got the ESPN package, so I'm pretty.
Yeah, I got it. So me too. I got it. Don't worry.
Yeah, that is a solid card all the way down. And Shogun, who is last match, or last fight? Cool.
I've been watching Shogun for a long time. I remember his Pride days. Whew.
Oh yeah, goddamn.
So I'm excited. So yeah, we're back at regular scheduled program Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. Wednesday, of course, and Monday, of course, you got Mr. DeLorean himself. He's back in action, of course. And, of course, you catch him on Wednesday. And on Wednesday nights, you'll catch with the MMA back with Championship on the line. And, of course, you have episode 137 on Thursday. And then Friday, of course, another fantastic DeLorean show we're looking forward to. And, man, we're back in action. So don't forget, January 27th, buy your tickets for PCW Ultra. The link will be below, right here in the description. Click on it. Make sure SoCalUncensored.com, both revamped for Women Wrestler of the Year for Southern California. And make sure you subscribe and just tune into our, channel. Make sure you follow the Wrestling Delorean on Twitter, on Instagram, and make sure you follow FDS as well, Fate Destroyed, on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Instagram. Follow the director himself as well. It's all in the link tree that you see below. And, of course,
follow my boy Matt Callis and follow the Lords of Gotham. New music coming soon. Just dropped some going to be dropping some new shit. We just was at the studio 2 weeks ago. So, yeah.
That is right. And, of course, ladies and gentlemen, for everybody who are listening out there, shout out to Australia. Shout out to Ireland. Thank you guys for keeping us up there as well. Shout out to, of course, everybody in Europe. Of course, Germany, Belgium, everybody out there, Switzerland. Thank you, everybody out there. Saludos a toda Latinoamérica, Brasil, México, Salvador, Nicaragua, Honduras. A todos, saludos a Colombia y Ecuador y Venezuela. Gracias por todo, por escucharnos. No se olviden de suscribirnos al canal aquí en Circo Debate. See, hold on. Oh, that's the old one. Okay, there we go. All right, playing the whiskey. That's huge. Oh, of course. But that ain't the first time he does. Oh, let's see, pay-per-view in Rio. Yes, okay, so there we go. All right. But I want to thank everybody in the chat tonight. Thank you, everybody. Clark Street, Just in Time, Cage Mike, Keith Bakley, Dom, Nick, everybody, Courtney. Thank you guys for making this a hot ass fucking debate today because, yeah, and of course, Jofo TV. Thank you all for taking the time here on this wonderful Sunday, spending with us here. But we appreciate you guys so much. And any last words, gentlemen? Anything else you guys want to add before we close it out?
We handled it. We're good.
All right. Well, there we have it. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, follow us, and hit that little bell notification. Ding, ding, ding. A lot of things are coming. Coming here on this channel. A lot. Trust me. That you guys
love thy neighbor.
Yes.
Most of them.
Wow.
See, there you go.
Yo, too good. Every time.
Yeah, that's right. Tell them, De Niro, what the hell do we do? Not on the COD, not on the Wrestling Delorean, not on the Lords of Gotham, not on the FDS, the whole league, the Wolfpack, the Bloodline. Tell them, what the hell do we do?
We don't make math. We don't make science. We don't make English. We don't make economics. We don't make home ec. We don't make gym. We make history.
Must bid you adieu, a goodbye, mwah, and good night. Oh my God, it's so great. Bang! Yes!